Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the San Antonio Spurs 122-113 in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The series is now tied at 1 game apiece. Game 3 from San Antonio will tip off tomorrow night at 8:30. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers will try to bounce back tonight after a historic collapse in Game 1. Game 2 versus New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden will get started at 8 o'clock. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians won their 5th straight after a 3-2 extra inning victory over the Tigers. They'll go for 6 in a row in a sweep of the Tigers this afternoon. And the Reds also won last night, 9-4 over the Phillies. They'll start a home series with the Cardinals tonight. This update was sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union, voted best credit union for the past 8 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit BMIFCU.org to learn more. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. What's up? I'm Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful. Looking at this highlight again. Stefan Castle.
Oh.
I did not know he was 6'6". I don't know why I thought he was like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
Stefan Castle, guard for the San Antonio Spurs. Those of you who are not bathed in the NBA lore, that's okay. But last night, you may have seen this when you get up this morning if you haven't yet. There was a dunk in this Thunder Spurs game.
Body, that's what happened.
Was that Hardenstein he got?
Yeah, it was. Isaiah Hardenstein better get out the way.
No. So this dunk, it was so funny because this highlight does not tell the story of his series because he has had like 20 turnovers in 2 games.
Yes.
He has been bad. But Spurs and Thunder game 2 last night, Thunder got right, got back against the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama, him too, Wemby. Victor Wembanyama went back to not being like from Space Jam and became just like a normal basketball player. But Thunder even up the series. Normal for him, I guess.
21 and 17. Normal.
Right, normal for him. Well, what's it, 41
It
and
was
24?
41 and 24, yeah.
God, the reason why you think Stefan Castle 6'3", 6'4" is because we're evolving as human beings, and athletes are just getting better and better and better, and people from 20 years ago aren't used to a 6'6" guy moving like that.
Chet Holmgren would be the tallest guy on any NBA floor like 90% of the history of the league. And now he's in a series where he's not even like he stands next to Victor Wembanyama and looks like a child. Like it's bizarre.
And that is why the hardest era in any sport is always the current one.
You know what? That's not a hot take. And it's not Hot Take Tuesday, but I'm just going to say that's a spot-on analogy. Nobody really wants to admit that, but that's the way I feel it is.
And I will feel the same way in 20 years. It's not a LeBron thing or anything like that. It's just that the athletes are always getting better.
Oh, when I was a kid, I remember watching Michael Jordan and saying there's nobody that could check this guy 10, 15 years ago, even though, he was playing some of those seasons. I'm just saying, like, it didn't equate what he was doing. And now you see guys and you go, oh, yeah. There would be a tough thing for guys to check him now. I still think in the NFL, you put like DK Metcalf, put him in the 70s, and you would know no other names than DK Metcalf. That would be the only guy's name you'd ever hear from that era. He'd dominate that era. Don't you think?
It'd be like, who's this unicorn? This freak.
Right.
We act like that now.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I'm with you guys. I tend to think the era that we're watching is probably the best one. Not for recency bias, just because guys get better. Now they care about how long these guys sleep. They actually like give them a chance to work out, recover, eat healthy,
right?
All that
like
stuff.
The people that are always like, oh, like Babe Ruth, he wouldn't do anything in this era. And I agree with you, but maybe if Babe Ruth wasn't smoking cigars and drinking beer and doing whatever the hell he was doing in the offseason, maybe he would have a shot.
Babe Ruth had my diet and did what he did. Like, imagine if he came in here, they had a sports performance like center for him to go to instead of like, get on the train, babe, here's a hot dog. Like that. I think he would have adjusted, to your point. I think he was a great athlete.
He was also swinging a caveman's club. Like, we give him, like, modern bat technology. We don't know.
Y'all ever go to like the? Have you ever been down to Louisville to the actual Louisville Slugger
I have not, but I want
place
to
where they make it, the factory? That's the word I'm looking for. Place where they make it, Dylan. Couldn't think of the word. Factory. It's crazy because they do have some of the older bats and they show you what materials guys used to use versus now, and it's insane. You pick up a modern bat, and it's heavy, but then you pick up a bat that they actually will let you hold bats that Babe Ruth used, Hank Aaron used, not replicas. The actual bat.
Until somebody run off with it.
No, they've got them chained to the wall, and they've got people. But I have a picture of holding one. I think I was holding a Darryl Strawberry or Gary Carter. I forget which one of the Mets players I got. But they have players from all different eras, and they're like, here's the bat they used. Here it is, and you can lift it. And the Babe Ruth bat is insane. It's just I don't know how anybody swung it. So yeah, different eras are different for all kinds of reasons, of course, but.
They take the bus to the game, smoking cigs and drinking beer.
Yeah. Who is the
Well, Jordan did that too, and that was only 30 years ago.
That's right. Who was the dude was it I'm trying to think of who the quarterback was for the Chiefs. It's like Super Bowl 3 or something. But it's at halftime
Elvis
of that.
Gerback.
Yeah, Elvis Gerback. That's exactly it. No, it was I forget who it was, but there's a famous picture of him sitting in the locker room at halftime smoking a cigarette. During the game.
Let's look.
In between halves of the game. That's just not because back then everybody was smoking. It wasn't even a thought. And now, of course, you'd be viewed as insane if you were seen smoking a cigarette during a game. But yeah, that's the.
Are you thinking of Len Dawson?
It was Len Dawson. There you go. You got it. Thank you. Yeah, see it. You guys Googled it better than I could remember it. That's perfect. That's why we don't need to remember anything. We've got all of our memories just right there on the internet.
Do your Googles.
Yeah. So I saw that game last night where the Thunder got right. Cavs tonight. Knicks game. Cavs and Knicks game 2. Cavs need that one in a big way. Do you think they'll get it? But you're looking at me.
No, I'm not. I'm not confident. I'm not confident. I think they'll be down. They'll go to Cleveland down 0-2.
Yeah.
So you said they need this win. Are you going to say the phrase I hate?
No, I'm not saying it's a must
Okay,
win. I'm saying they need to win this game to help themselves if they'd like to have an easier chance of winning the series to get back into it more. They go down 0-2. I know that was kind of possibly expected. Maybe not by diehard Cavs fans, but series is not over if you go down 0-2. But that is, to me, going to be a very tough thing to come back from.
They are one of the team, not them, but when I look at the Cavs as this whole postseason goes, I put a lot of the reason that they've been in this predicament at the end, a lot of it's on Kenny.
Kenny Atkinson, the head coach?
Yeah, it really is because it's all because of his feelings for James Harden. That's really what it is because the Raptors and Detroit series, James turned the ball over at a high clip. This series so far, he ain't playing a lick of defense. And all those moments where any other player did any of the stuff he was doing, it'd be, hey, come sit down for a second. Now, you're not bench for the game, but you need to come sit down. Let me get somebody in there until we get right, and then I'll put you back in there. He don't do that with him.
No. Well, and even if you're not going to take him off the court, you call a timeout and we talked about this all yesterday.
He still got him. He still got all his time.
Like I said, I don't
they
think
can add them to the total he has tonight. So he starts off with even more.
He still ain't going to use them.
I don't think Kenny Atkinson has the power to take James Harden out of the game.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I just don't. Or if he did, he would.
All the fans is like, well, Jason Kidd's available. I'm like,
yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm in that boat. I'm not a Cavs fan, but I think that would be better.
Oh, yeah. I think Jason Kidd would be a great addition, but I don't know if they're there yet. Maybe if you lose this series. That would be that.
They get swept. It's over with.
If they get swept, he probably has more of a shaky situation. But if you lose in 6, I don't know. The Cavs are in a place where they're going to fire the head coach of a team that got to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's where they're at right now. But
Tyvis said
it's game 2.
Didn't David Blatt win the chip? No, didn't they fire him and then go win the championship or something?
Yeah, they started 30-10 and fired him anyway.
If that can happen, David, he's dead man walking.
That's because the king was there, though.
Well, yeah,
LeBron made that firing.
Isn't he allegedly supposed to be coming back next year?
You know what? Let's not get into all that because that's going to be. We'll have all the offseason to have that discussion about will he or won't he and all this free agency stuff until LeBron announces what he's doing. That's fine. We got plenty of time to talk about that.
I think the Cavs are fine if they lose tonight, though. I really do. I mean,
Fine.
it would have been different. Like, if OKC would have lost last night, that'd be different because you're down 2-0 and you're going to San Antonio.
Yeah.
Reimer told me they cooked. He said that he just don't see them.
See, the
bounce
Cavs,
back.
if they go down 2-0, at least they're still going back to the crib.
Okay, but then they only have 3 at the crib, so they
And
still have to steal one on the road
and
and assume that
They
they
just
will.
did that last series.
They won
This
games
is a
5.
different series.
They won games
It's
5.
a different team,
Games
different
5
game.
and 7 in Detroit.
Yeah.
And they've won key games on the road in
different
Toronto.
than the Knicks. No offense
Why?
to
'Cause
Detroit.
it's the God. The God.
No offense to Detroit fans, but like, did you see how those Knicks fans were with the Sixers games? The Sixers, not a small market franchise. The Sixers got completely outdone by the Knicks fans traveling down. You had Chalamet sitting courtside. I'm just saying, like, those Knicks fans will be in your building. They will be
You
loud.
think they're excited to come to Cleveland?
I don't care if they're excited or not. They're going to go.
Absolutely.
It's a chance for
What
their
do you
team to go to
mean?
the finals. Are you kidding me? You are not going to have this. I mean,
When's the last time the
Cleveland will
Knicks
show
was
up
in
for
the
its
finals?
team.
The 90s?
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I'm saying-
No, it couldn't have been because Jordan was dominating.
No,
in
No,
that.
they made the finals the year that Jordan was.
They lost to the Spurs in the '99 NBA Finals.
Okay.
Or,
I thought they got to the finals one year against the Rockets. Am I misremembering?
yes,
things?
they did. But they lost to the Spurs after that. Latrell Sprewell,
okay. Yeah,
8
yeah.
seed, made it to the NBA Finals, lost to Tim Duncan.
I forgot about
and David Robinson
all
of the
of that.
Spurs. Yes.
By the way, John Tortorella,
Pretty well.
former Jackets head coach. Remember how he didn't talk to the media? He got fined.
Yep.
Their GM answered him and was like, hey, it was a mistake. We're not going to do that anymore. Well, they went out in game 1, and the Knights got the job done in Denver against the Avs, beat them 4-2. So they got a game on the road. They're up in this series. Golden Knights, I saw, have won.
And this is to get to
of
the
their
cup.
last 8 or 9 playoff series, the Knights have won the first game.
And this is to get to the cup.
This is to get Stanley Cup Finals. This is the Western Conference Finals. So game 1 goes to the Knights.
McKinnon gonna go out like this.
It's only one game. Just
Apply your Cavs logic to this.
Yeah, apply
Tyvis.
that to this here. It's fine. Speaking of hockey, the Blue Jackets lost a legend yesterday. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday. No crashes on your roadways right now. Busy traffic in a couple spots, including on the southeast side on 33 and on 71 near downtown, but things moving along just fine right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Jack Nicklaus's unrivaled vision. World-class competition. Yes. Golf's greats honored. Impactful charitable giving. Loyal fans and volunteers. An iconic history defined by one handshake on the 18th green. June 1st through 7th. Buy your tickets to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Visit memorialtickets.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Bring your landscape back to life with an unbeatable deal from Ohio Mulch. 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. You choose from absolute black, brown, or red to make your flowers pop and your curb appeal shine. Whether you're refreshing flower beds or finishing up that weekend project, Ohio Mulch, they have everything you need to make it look like a pro did it.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply. Cleaner, greener, better.
When it's time to ask life's biggest question, make sure your ring says it all. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Seller, and we've been helping couples say yes for over 78 years. From brilliant cuts to better prices, the quality and selection of our diamonds is unmatched. Because diamonds aren't just our business, they're our legacy. Visit us at Diamond Seller on Salmo Road or Easton Town Center and learn more at diamondseller.com. Bigger diamonds, better prices, guaranteed.
Is it time to renew your Medicaid coverage? Don't miss out. When you renew your AmeriHealth Caritas Ohio benefits on time, you keep more than just your health care. You keep your extra perks too. That means doctor visits, dental, vision, plus extra benefits like school supply funds, baby essentials, rewards for health trivia games, and more. Don't risk losing the coverage and extras your family counts on. Visit AmeriHealthCaritasOH.com/renew today. That's AmeriHealthCaritasOH.com/renew.
We plant trees because people need trees, and when planted in the right place, they have great impact. Trees help slow climate change, filter our air and water, foster biodiversity, and strengthen our communities. They create the kind of transformational change the world needs now. May is a month filled with opportunities to care for and plant trees. For planting resources, contact an Ohio ISA certified arborist who can help you learn how to take the best care of your trees. Visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
Join our resident gambling degenerates Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Sunday mornings at 9.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Most of us will be dry this morning, although there could be a few showers out there to the southeast. Otherwise, expect it to become more and more sunny throughout the day today, with highs getting up right around 70 degrees. For tonight, will be partly cloudy overnight with lows in the 50s, and then rain and storms return to the forecast, building in throughout the day on Friday. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
An encyclopedic knowledge of sports and other random things you may or may not care about.
I think I found my mentor.
Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy.
I'm not sure what that means either.
This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
The list coming up today. Top sports collapses in history. I mean, I don't know if that Cavs collapse in the fourth quarter of 22-point lead evaporating is going to do it. I don't know if it's going to get on the list, but it's definitely in the discussion for that.
There was a stat I saw on ESPN. I think it was 7 minutes left to go, up 20 in the NBA playoffs. Teams were 663-0 until Tuesday night.
That's maybe it is. Maybe it is historic enough to put it on the list, but it's obviously fresh in our minds. That one, that we can debate that one being on the list. We'll do that at 7 o'clock. You can send yours in at Bone and Tyvis 971 or in the YouTube chat.
There's obviously one that's all time bigger than what the Cavs did. It should be.
I'm guessing it has to do with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that should be number
with the Atlanta
one.
Falcons.
That's number one.
I kind of figured that one
all the time.
I figured that one is going to be in there instantly. Wonder if any Buckeye games will make the list. Wonder if we'll get into some of those.
I don't feel like we did. We don't do that, do we?
The other way around, I was thinking of one.
Oh yeah, you could have
the other way around.
The Buckeyes came back. You're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know
wearing
one.
some gray jerseys.
Yeah, led by Joe Thomas Barrett the fourth.
Okay, we can get into that.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll do that 7 o'clock. You can submit yours at Bone and Tyvis 971. Also in the YouTube chat, I believe it was Rusty that had the line. We were talking about how nobody smokes anymore when they're playing sports. Probably a good thing. Rusty brought up, though, he said, whoa, I think the Aviators players are smoking cigs during halftime. But you know what? Fair enough. Rusty, hadn't considered that. You may be right. Yeah, that's a tough look there. Hey, by the way, speaking of teams that played in historic Crew Stadium, the Crew used to play in historic Crew Stadium. They don't anymore. They play at Scott's Miracle Grove Field. However, last night at Scott's Miracle Grove Field, they played New York City FC, NYCFC, whatever. Played them in the U.S. Open Cup, and they got the 1-0 win. We have a few connections to that game because Max Arfston, who came on this show on, was that Tuesday?
Correct.
Him on? Yeah. He came on Tuesday. Then the next day goes out, scores the game-winning goal. They won 1-0.
You're welcome, Max.
Yeah. No, he's always welcome here, but obviously I think a little bit of our mojo got going for him. That's good. That's a good sign for him also, as next week, hopefully, we'll find out if he goes to the World Cup or not.
Was that the coaching debut of the new guy?
Laurent Courtois.
Yeah.
Yes, that was his, not his head coaching debut. He's coached in MLS before, but this was his first time being the interim head coach, I guess, for the Columbus Crew, as that was his first game. They're off to a nice start. Your neighbor was also in goal, right?
Nicholas.
Yeah, Nico Hagen was there. Got the shutout for the Crew. So they're
clean sheet.
Clean sheet. Exactly right. Look at you with the soccer terminology. I like it. It's good. Perfect.
I know the terms.
Yes, that's good. Now, some sad news to report. You probably saw this yesterday on social media, everywhere else. Longtime Jackets, I guess, commentator, scout, employee of the Blue Jackets, one of the icons of Columbus Blue Jackets lore, if you can call him that. Billy Davidge, passed away at the age of 72. I know he'd been battling health issues for a long time, but he was the original guy that was on the radio, or not. I don't know if he was the original, but it was him and George Matthews for a very long time calling games. He was the first play-by-play voice of the Jackets was George Matthews. Billy Davidge was with him on that, but he was just always great on those broadcasts and always sounded phenomenal, always brought energy. His nickname was Dapper Billy Davidge, because he was just always finely dressed, always had the hair right, always had the outfits going, all that stuff.
My kind of guy.
But he had a quote that I wanted to share, because a lot of people have been pouring in positive anecdotes and thoughts on Billy Davidge and what he meant to them. And I can't tell you that I interacted a ton with Bill Davidge personally, just because I didn't go over there and cover Jackets games the way a lot of other people did. So I'm going to spare you some kind of thought on him in that way. But he had a line that was brought to the attention of, I believe Aaron Porcelain wrote this article with The Athletic. And this was a line attributed to Billy Davidge, where he said, I guess he said this many a time, any day at the rink is a heck of a day, ain't it? And that's I just thought as I took that, I'm like, that is a thing I think that could apply to really anybody when it comes to the thing. Find the thing that for you is what it was for Billy Davidge to go to a hockey rink. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The guy who lived and breathed the game of hockey. I had not known this until yesterday. I didn't realize he played at Ohio State. He played hockey at Ohio State in the 70s. And then when he got done playing, not long after that, he was a part of the first staff to get Miami's hockey program going, which University of Miami in Ohio has a tremendous hockey program. And he helped start that. He was on the initial coaching staff. He was their second head coach, did that for a while. Eventually, when the Jackets started up, they needed employees. They needed people to go be scouts.
Mm-hmm.
He was hired as a pro scout. And then eventually they saw the talent that he had for broadcasting and put him on the air, and that was all it was. I mean, everybody, that's where he went after that, was broadcasting. Did a great job.
That's living the dream. You play hockey. Hockey's pretty much been your entire life, and you start as a player, you go as a scout, you move into broadcasting like that. That's kind of the dream of a hockey player, right?
Yeah, but it made me. It definitely is, and it made me think though about I think it's a good thing we could all do today in honor of Billy Davidge. Whatever, for him, it was the hockey rink. Figure out what that is in your life if you don't know what it is.
His radio station.
It's
a heck of a day.
Okay. Hey, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I'm just saying, I think we could all, that's how I'm taking I'm trying to take some inspiration from Billy Davidge, who apparently, lived a great life by all accounts, everyone who knew him. But I wanted to play for you a little audio of Billy Davidge. This is after the Jackets won against Tampa Bay. Tyvis, do you know what the score was in the game sweeping, the 4-game sweep, the last game that they won, Game 4? Jackets swept out Tampa. Do you know what the final score of this game was?
1-0.
7-3.
Dang.
Now the reason was because it was 4-3 in the third period.
Empty netter.
And then it was, they pulled the goalie because Tampa's doing everything they can to try to stop this from happening. And it was empty netter, empty netter, empty netter. It was just a party at that point at Nationwide Arena. And so Brian Giesenslaw was on the, post game, and Billy Davidge was on there too. And they're sitting there talking. and the crowd is going, and you're going to hear some of like the arena sounds behind him. But Gijaslaw is going to ask him, what does this mean to him? And he has the longest pause I've ever seen, one of the longest pauses you'll ever see from a broadcaster, because he's trying to compose himself, because you can tell he's trying to fight back the tears. But this is what Jackets hockey meant to Billy Davidge.
Listen, Billy, it's not about us, but you've been here since day one. What was this like tonight?
You can guarantee your seats with a full or partial ticket plan, and you can visit ticket representatives tonight.
Pretty emotional. Outstanding. You work so hard, and to be able to watch these guys just give it their all. That's what it's all about. I'm telling you what. To see the fans, this is an amazing experience. And just to be part of it for the last 20 years brings tears to your eyes.
That's a guy who had all the energy that you would ever want for this town, for this hockey team. He loved Columbus, and he obviously loved the Blue Jackets. So, yeah, pretty inspirational guy. Sad to hear that he passed away. Obviously, a thing that, from what I gathered from reading everything from a lot of people who were around him, kind of was seen as something that people knew was eventually, coming down the line. Yeah. But yesterday was the day we got the news. And, yeah, unfortunately, the world's a worse place without him on it, I feel like, according to everybody who knew him. So, Billy Davidge, you will be missed, and we thank you for everything you did for this organization, for the Blue Jackets, and for this fan base. And quite honestly, you don't build a team and a franchise like that. You don't get the fan base that you have without people like that who instill that love very early on. What loyalty did he have to the Blue Jackets other than, they didn't exist when he got the job.
Right.
And
the only thing he did is he went to Ohio State, and they didn't exist when he was at Ohio State.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there was no, I grew up watching this team. For him, it was he built culture at Miami.
Mm-hmm.
He built culture here with Columbus. He built an identity for this team as far as the fan base goes. The fan base culture in Columbus has always been strong. Say what you will about the product on the ice. Off the ice, the fans have always been there for this team.
What's wrong with the product on the ice?
Well, Tyvis, you've watched it. You've seen it. The point is, Billy Davidge, though, is the type of guy that instilled that culture that we have as fans, where people know you go out and support the Blue Jackets no matter what. No matter if you're, just starting out as a fan or you've been a fan since day one.
Mm-hmm.
That passion is, yes, we get frustrated. Yes, we get mad about them. All that stuff is fair. But there are still a lot of fans that go night in, night out because of guys like Billy Davidge instilling that early on in this franchise. He got the excitement of the NHL and gave that to us who maybe weren't hockey lifers. So I will always appreciate that from him. We'll switch gears 2 minutes away. You've got one more year of, actually, no, you know what? Switching this up. I changed the sheet, Tyvis. I messed everything up.
You can do that.
Yeah, I changed it. Bill Belichick opened up about how he felt about Tom Brady. Talk about that in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Thursday. No crashes on your Central Ohio roadways right now, but watching things pick up on 71 near downtown and on 33 on the southeast side, but everything in the clear as of right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan traffic.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My AC stopped working. Your competition says it's fried. When I saw their cost to replace it, I could have just died.
We can give a second opinion, give you options and advice. We'll strive to earn your trust and make you a client for life.
Get a free second opinion. Replace or repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tyvis, what was the song you were talking about when you came in today? Because we had an experience where both of us were listening to music on the way in. Both of us were listening to songs about a similar topic, I think, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I was listening to Iceman, and I was listening to "Bees on the Table" by Drake and 21 Savage.
Okay, and the chorus of that is just "Bees on the table, bees on the table,
bees on the table."
Now, does bees actually referencing like honeybees, like buzzing around, or is bees stand for another? Okay,
I always thought there's two ways it could be taken. Okay. I thought they were talking about money on the table.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, bees as in money.
Bees.
Yeah, why would bee represent money? I don't understand.
Bands, billions.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, this is why
billions
I don't know.
On the table.
I don't know.
Or bands on the table.
All right. Yeah. What was the other way you can? Oh,
yeah.
Rhymes with snitches?
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever. I got you. Snitches do not get bees. They get stitches, is what I'm told. Right. I got you. Okay. Got it. No, it's good because when you said that, I literally was just thinking bees like honeybees. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't understand the song, but that's nice. I was listening to Thrice on the way in, which is a band that I saw at Sonic Temple, who I've listened to for years. But they have a song called Black Honey, where they said, "I keep what does he say? I keep swinging or keep getting stung by bees because I want honey on the table."
Yeah,
and so I'm like,
played it. I was in here like that. I could get behind.
Oh yeah,
because I could actually understand the lyrics, not none of this.
Listen. I like that. I like the
you can't understand it.
You do. You get to a point where you do. Though.
What's the band you played for me the other day?
Oh, I played Lorna Shore, which is Reese's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Apparently, is big into Lorna Shore.
He was playing the song. And I'm sitting there waiting on it to, waiting on the lyrics because I want to hear some of the words.
Yeah.
And he goes, Tyvis, they've been singing the whole time. I said, there's not a word that's coming out of their mouth. There's no way.
Yeah. I played him that, and then if you go further into the metal world, a band from here called Sanguisugabog. I played you a little of that.
That's that dark one.
That was
yeah, you got to read the Bible after you listen to that. I ain't going to lie to you. That one right there gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I've been listening to a lot of like post-grunge pop rock, like late 90s stuff recently.
Okay. What kind of name a band
like
or two?
Third Eye Blind.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
My girlfriend, it seems like that's her favorite genre, and I've been listening. I enjoy it. But what I've noticed is that every song sounds happy, but it's actually sad.
Yes. Oh,
it's very disturbing.
There's a lot of that.
What did you say?
Like
the lyrical
Jumper,
content.
for example. Like Jumper sounds like an upbeat song, but
wait a minute. What's the name of this band?
Third Eye Blind.
I gotta hold on.
Like one of their big songs is Jumper, and it's like really upbeat, but it's about a guy that's contemplating suicide.
Yeah.
But
right.
it sounds like a bop.
Oh,
but
yeah, of course.
You get into the lyrics, and it's like that whole era. That's what's going on.
I'm going to listen to it in the break.
Do we have? Oh, here. We have it right here.
Oh, we got it?
Oh, yeah.
We got it right here. I can play a little bit of it for you right now.
I wish you would step back from that ledge.
Oh, this is off
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah. No, not Bruce Almighty. Yes, Man.
Yes, Man. A different Jim Carrey movie. Yes.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's great.
I will understand. I know that one. Yeah.
I mean, the first lyric is about a guy being on the ledge. Like, it's not metaphoric. Like, he's just saying, there's a guy standing here ready to jump.
He was about to jump.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but if you played this at the bar, there'd be people like, oh my God, I love this song.
Yes.
It's like, whoa.
Oh, that's like how Sweet Caroline is, where it's like he wrote this song about a teenage girl, and everybody's like, hey, it's an old man writing a creepy song about a girl. They don't care.
Do Drake and Neil Diamond have the same ghostwriters? Is that what you're telling me?
Hey, listen, you might be onto something there because people forget about this, but I'm not making this up because Penn State, you know how Michigan likes to play the what's
Mr. Brightside.
Yeah, which is, by the way, which is a song about a dude knowing that his girlfriend's having sex with another dude. Like, that's what that song's about.
The,
But anyway.
the C chair song.
Yeah, the C chair song, essentially. You're sitting in the chair in the hotel room, right? That's the song. That's what Michigan likes to play because they enjoy, I guess, watching other people have success, not themselves. Other than when they do what? Cheat? Oh, when they cheat? Yes, okay. Anyway, Penn State used to play Sweet Caroline during their games. You know when they stopped doing that?
When Mo Bamba came out.
No.
Oh, Jerry Sandusky.
Yes. Because they were like, it's not great that we just had a scandal involving grown men and minors, and now they thought Sweet Caroline was too creepy to play. So I'm just telling you that I don't know if they play Drake then. I don't know how that works for them, but whatever. Do you know this song from Third Eye Blind?
Hold on.
This is it.
Oh, it ain't no words.
No, there's.
He's just saying if you don't know it now, then you're not going to know it.
This be on the movies. I heard this on the movies.
Yeah, how do you not know Third Eye Blind? That's
okay. Look, see,
yeah. All right,
it's not all is lost. It's that dark stuff that
Semi-Charmed Life.
Yeah,
like
this song's exciting. You know what it's about, Tyvis? Some girl being addicted to crystal meth.
There you go.
That's what it's
Yeah,
about.
see, right?
Yep,
Well,
but it's nice and exciting. We love this song.
I mean,
Ooh, I listen to this.
a lot of classics got to do with some of that stuff.
That's
now.
fine.
I mean, the Weeknd had a whole song about.
Oh yeah, Blinded by the Light.
No, it's not Blinded by the Light. It's
What's it called?
The song's Blinding Lights.
Blinding
No,
Lights.
that's
yeah.
not the song.
Isn't
I'm
that
thinking
about him?
of.
I
Isn't
can't
that
feel
about-
my face.
There we go.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one about cocaine.
I told y'all,
Yeah, that's right.
candy, it's like candy. That's booger sugar he talking about the whole
See?
time.
Next thing you're going to tell me that when 50 Cent went to the candy shop to get the lollipop, I thought,
Oh,
that's
he wasn't just
about,
at the corner store?
Yeah, that's all he's doing. Sure. Apparently, Bill Belichick was talking on, and I listen. I'm a huge fan of this guy. I listen all the time. He was on the Sean Hannity podcast, apparently, and he opened up about the guy that he apparently has a lot of love for, Tom Brady. This is what Bill Belichick said about Tom Brady. He said Tom leaving was absolutely the right thing for him to do, talking about when he left the Patriots. He said, we didn't have a good team in 2020. He said, did Bill Belichick, we just didn't have a good football team. We had all those guys that left, Gronk and Edelman. Most of our team was gone. McCourty and a few others were still there, but they were about to go too. We were just at the end. So he said, yeah. He said he was happy to watch him win.
Cap.
You don't believe Bill Belichick?
No, you don't believe Bill. First of all, Bill Belichick in 2020. Wait, is this 2019, 2020, or is this 2020, 21?
He was saying he's referencing, I believe, the 2020 team. That's what he said. We were not a good team in
2020 to 21. They were 7-9 in that season.
That's when he said they were not a good team. And he said that's
7-9. I think that they could, if they had Tom, they could have probably.
Well, that was the
scooted out
second year without Tom.
Yeah,
the first year
the
without
first year
Tom,
they went 12-4.
Yeah, they were all.
That's
right.
what I thought.
Yeah, but then the second year.
So he can't like a cap. That's cap.
Okay, I was wondering if you feel like Bill Belichick was being honest there or not. Here's the only reason I kind of believe he might be is what motivation does Bill Belichick have to tell, like, what motivation does he have to, like, mend fences with Tom Brady? You know what I mean?
They had
like,
odds?
Well, no, but I'm saying, like, if it was viewed as him and Tom, if he's like, nah, I hate this dude, this guy sucks, I wish he would have stayed with us.
You know why he wouldn't do that?
Why?
Because right now, he has aspirations of coming back to the NFL one day.
Okay.
Tom Brady so happens to hold a little bit of power to be able to get him back to the NFL one day. I mean, he's part owner of an NFL team. So why would I burn that bridge if potentially I'm going to need him one day to get back to the NFL?
True. Do you think there's ever a world where Tom Brady calls up, what is he now, 72-year-old Bill Belichick, and says,
"Well,
we want you to come coach the Raiders."
Didn't he say on the podcast or something, "I'd hire him right now"? And then I told you, "Oh, it's funny you say that."
Well, again,
because you have an opening.
You know what else that is? That's you could have done it. You chose not to.
I'm just saying.
Well, maybe he would hire him in the front office, and you could have Bill and Jordan Hudson running around Las Vegas.
Could you imagine Jordan Hudson in Las Vegas? That it would be every 5 seconds.
You know,
you'd see. I would pay so much money to watch Bill Belichick be traipsed around to Instagram photo spots with Jordan Hudson, where it's just like, we're at the Bellagio, and he's just like, yeah,
Could
it's
you
great.
imagine?
There's a bunch of pounds here. This is
Bill
awesome.
Belichick goes to Vegas with Jordan Hudson. They gonna be singing "Bees on the Table."
I think they got those flights out there where you can go fly around and hit the Mile High Club. Maybe they go do that. I don't know. Who knows?
Wow.
They do it. They have a thing. All
I
right.
see my people at Tri-State Men's Health, Bill.
Hey, there you go. You've got one more year of Aaron Rodgers. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Thursday. No problems on your roadways right now. Busy traffic on the southeast side on 33, down in from Canal Winchester. Also seeing things pick up on the east side on I-70, heading out to the Buckeye Lake area. But again, we are crash-free right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, Skrilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch. Find the lettuce, make a match. Lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio, lottery. It's $30 show. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions of prizes, don't you know? Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and emission regulations. Play responsibly.
Not all dental practices are the same. Most do a little bit of everything.
Primarily maintenance and teeth cleanings.
But where do you go when you need serious restoration? Who can give you a brand new smile that's comfortable?
At Runyon Dental Group, we are trained experts in restorative dentistry.
Restoration is all we do.
We can give you a gorgeous, new, comfortable, healthy smile. No matter what the condition of your teeth.
Even if you have no teeth, then we can do it comfortably.
Runyon Dental Group.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
I
love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
ESPN senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins Rothman and Ice every Wednesday at 12:30, and he works blue.
Okay. The NFL Playbook with Adam Schefter is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Indeed it is. The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
The list is coming up at 7 a.m. You can tweet us your suggestions. Biggest collapses in sports history. Do that top of the hour. Tweet them to us at Bone and Tyvis 971. Zach had said Cavs comeback against the Warriors to give LeBron and Cleveland the title. See, that's going to be the rub here. Is talking about collapses versus epic comebacks.
Right.
Because I'm quite sure Knicks fans talking about this Cavs game from game 1 a couple nights ago, they're like, what an epic comeback. Look how great this was.
They're not going to be like, remember the time the Cavs choked against us? No, it's remember the time we came back against the Cavs?
I'm also guessing that in Atlanta, they don't reference that Super Bowl collapse 28-3 as, oh, the Patriots were just inevitable. They reference it as, we had that game and we lost it. They blame themselves.
Yes.
Inward focus versus external focus. You know what I mean? Taking responsibility is what I feel like that is.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, life's all about perspective.
Yeah. I don't know that. Yeah, but I don't think that we'll get into it. We'll find out what people think. We'll do it at 7 o'clock. We'll talk about the biggest collapses in sports history as Tyvis likes to dance in our camera. He's doing that now. By the way, you know, there is one collapse that I will put in there. I think we have to put it in there for next segment is what a team up in Detroit did last year in the playoffs, Major League Baseball.
Oh, like down the stretch going into
Tigers heading, not in the playoffs, sorry, going to the playoffs.
It was going to make my list.
Yeah, because I feel like that's one of the more epic. As great as the Guardians were, there's no way they would have gotten to do that had the Tigers not also had a monumental meltdown in September.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I mean, it's not going to make my list because I'm not surprised because I predicted it in July.
You did.
I think you did. Yeah, you did
actually say that, which is, you know what? Good for you. Congrats on that. Well done, Dylan.
One time.
You got
to be right.
That's right.
I get a lemonade.
Oh, Fish stopped by and dropped off a lemonade for you.
What is this zero sugar?
It's zero sugar lemonade, so it's healthy.
You're ungrateful, Tyvis.
Yeah, you like lemonade. They do zero versions of all the pops. Now they do a zero version of lemonade. You can get a Minute Maid zero sugar.
Our boss came in, brought you something, brought us nothing.
It looks like it's cold.
It's cold, too. It's right here.
And you're ungrateful.
I ain't say I was ungrateful. I just said, what is this zero sugar?
Sounds ungrateful to me. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's delicious. I doubt it, but try.
What do you mean you doubt it? You don't like the zeros?
Zero sugar lemonade.
Zero sugar is great.
Give me zero sugar Kool-Aid.
I forgot you.
I felt like Stone Cold.
Yeah,
I forgot you and Tyvis don't believe that zero sugar is actually real, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is your guys' conspiracy theory that the zero sugar stuff, they actually put sugar in it and they just lie to you.
Diet and zero sugar
Which would be like
both.
It would be a federal crime if you did that, but sure, whatever.
The government's a part of it, too.
Oh, I see. Got it. Well, hit the music, Dylan. Hit your little X-Files music over there. You're the one with the X-Files music. I don't know why I don't have it.
It's fine. It's fine. You definitely need the sugar.
Okay. It's fine. Aaron Rodgers was taking the podium. He's at OTAs with the Steelers. He announced he's going to come back this year, signed a 1-year contract, and then he was asked, are you going to be playing anymore after this season, or is this your final season in the NFL?
Aaron, do you believe that this could be your last year? Do you even think of that right now?
Yes.
As in your last year?
This is it. Yeah.
This is it?
I'm sure hasn't he said that 2 years in a row now?
Well, he said with McAfee last year that this could be, he gave himself outs.
Oh, my goodness.
This could be my final year. I'm not sure. We'll see. That was definitive right there. He said this is definitely his last year.
You believe him?
Yeah, I believe him. I mean, I do believe him just because I feel like
because his performance is bad.
He's just old.
He's old, and I think I'm surprised he didn't retire a few years ago. I think with him, he likes the limelight. He likes the attention. He likes everybody with their eyes on him. So I think the fact that he's not doing the we'll see, I don't know, could be, could not be. Like the fact he just flat out came out and said, yes, this is it. I mean, yeah, he could always go back on that. He could always decide to play another year. He could
Will
say
he be the starter for 17 games?
No chance. He's old. I would be shocked if he doesn't get hurt at some. That's the only thing I guess that's the caveat. If he goes out and has a New York Jets season where he goes out with the flag and then first game of the season, catastrophic injury, and he's out for the entire year, maybe then he says, I'll come back one more time because I actually want to. I want to play in games. But assuming he plays a decent amount of games this year, I think he'll stick with this.
What if he is second team All-Pro?
Oh, you're saying
he plays well. Will he come back?
Oh, I think that's more of a reason why he would leave. No. I think that's more of a reason he would leave because I think then he would say, "Oh, you people think I'm going to stick around? No, I'm going to leave you wanting more." That'll be the way he would. I think he'd go. He would. No. Consider.
You know why?
I think he would consider coming back more if he had a bad season than if he has a great season.
There are teams that will look at that. If he went second team All-Pro,
sure. Not going to happen.
Somebody would definitely give him a 1-year deal worth some money, and you're not going to put the league.
I'm just saying he's weird enough that I could see him saying
1 year for $30 million. You'd be like,
he doesn't need money. He's got more money than he knows what to do with.
Too much money ain't enough.
Okay, sure.
You know the feds listening.
You know
what money?
Tyvis, do you like going to darkness retreats? Do you go on?
That's his thing.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying it's weird. He's weird.
Has it interfered with his performance on the field?
I mean, define interfere. Like, he's not been good. I mean, he's been.
I would say he's been good. He hasn't been great.
Okay. Good is.
Okay to good.
There's just a big drop off between
Joe
great
Flacco
and then everybody
both
else.
Throw for like 300 yards or 400 yards last year when they played?
In a game. Yeah. And you're comparing him to Joe Flacco and saying, I'm supposed to call that really good? Like, Joe Flacco was fine. Joe Flacco was surprising. He was not, I don't think you could say he was good. I think he was surprising. That's a difference to me.
What do you think Aaron Rodgers' next job is going to be?
Lieutenant governor.
Oh, yeah, he was going to run for president. Remember that?
Well, he was going to run for office in New York with. He was going to
run for because RFK was going to run for president. He was going to be vice president.
I forgot about that.
That was, by the way, that was the right after he had spent the whole offseason lecturing his New York Jets about we got to stop with the distractions off the field.
You got to lock in.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go run for president. Yeah, nothing distracting about that.
I vote that he grows his hair and his beard out again, and he becomes Joe Rogan's co-host on the Joe Rogan Experience.
That sounds.
That's
right
what I want to see. I want to hear all of his conspiracy theories about zero sugar drinks.
I'm sure he has them. Did you see that?
Don't believe it.
Did you hear the audio where he apparently, because they were asked about working with Mike McCarthy, and he talked about like, oh yeah, I told the Steelers to talk to him. I didn't think they would. It's like, well, good news. I
had a conversation with Omar at the end of last year, and I encouraged him for an outside perspective to interview Mike. Not thinking that he even would, honestly, just because the way the league goes and the trend, it's kind of like whoever worked with Sean, Kyle, or one of those guys, Matt now, gets a lot of looks, and multiple guys in those trees have. But then when it became more serious, I was thinking, wow, that'd be a really interesting thought to come back and play with Mike. And it's more than just Mike. I mean, James Campen is a close friend, been a close friend since he was coaching Green Bay with me for 14 years. Mark Lavatt, same thing. Grant Thorne, been around him a long time. Obviously, I know Simmons and Joe Witt, Pat Graham from my time in Green Bay. So a lot of familiarity with those guys.
Yeah, that was just name dropping with Aaron Rodgers of guys that you barely remember or heard of. But yeah, apparently the Steelers decided to hire what is this, like only the fourth head coach in franchise history or some BS like that? Like whatever. Like how many coaches have they had since the 70s? 3? The fourth one is Aaron Rodgers kind of said, let's take a flyer on Mike McCarthy. So to get a veteran quarterback to come back for 1 year and then retire, we hired Mike McCarthy. Good luck with all that, Pittsburgh. Good luck is all I'm saying.
Well, he said interview him from an outside perspective.
I didn't think they actually do it.
Hire.
Right. Congrats. Good job, Pittsburgh. Hey, way to listen to Aaron Rodgers. Fun times. All right, the list. Biggest collapses in sports history. We'll do it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we are crash-free as you head out the door on your Thursday. Busy traffic on 70 on the east side, also on 71 near downtown. But again, right now, no major problems. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
Hit your first career home run and you're going to remember the date, especially if you're a pitcher. Reds hurler Mike Leake hit his first career home run on this May 21st back in 2012. But what made it even more memorable was what happened next. It was caught by a fan in the left field stands. But before he could even finish showing the ball around to his buddies, the next hitter, Zach Cozart, launched another drive to left field, headed right towards the same spot. And could it be? Yes, the same fan caught Cozart's home run. Back-to-back home runs for the Reds and back-to-back home run catches for Reds fan Caleb Lloyd. This May 21st, 2012, this date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, I'm Pick.
And I'm Paul.
My partner here is making his first do-it-yourself fix-your-own-car video.
How do I look?
Like you need a shave.
I'm serious.
Go!
Hey, this Friday through Monday during Dollar Days at Pick and Pull, every part you pick and pull from the yard is 50% off.
You're such a DIYer and social influencer.
From doors to fenders, every part is half off.
Yeah.
Seats are just $15. Doors are $25. Floor mats are just $1.
Are you posing?
Yeah, influencers pose.
This Friday through Monday, fix your car yourself and save 50% off any part during Dollar Days at Pick and Pull.
Lunch was great, but this traffic is awful.
Can we stop at a bathroom?
Are you all right?
I keep having stomach issues after eating, like diarrhea, gas and bloating, abdominal pain, and sometimes oily stools.
Sound familiar? Those stomach issues may actually be a pancreas issue called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. Creon pancrelipase may help manage EPI. Creon is a prescription medicine used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. Call 800-633-9110 or visit creoninfo.com to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
I'm asking my doctor about EPI and if Creon could help.
That's the sound of Ellie De La Cruz stealing third. That's the sound of you stealing third. Right now at UDF, buy any 2 bottled beverages and get the third one free with Ellie Steals Third. Now at United Dairy Farmers. Some restrictions may apply.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first delivery order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Put more money back in your pocket this spring with special rates as low as 8.99% APR on debt consolidation loans from BMI FCU. Transfer your high-interest credit cards today. Apply at bmifcu.org/consolidate.
When sudden illness or injury strike, Ohio State offers 3 types of urgent care to meet any of your needs. From traditional urgent care to our specialized orthopedic urgent care for activity-related injuries and advanced urgent care for more serious injury and illness. Our experts treat everything from broken bones to ear infections and colds and flu. Ohio State Urgent Care. This is world-class care.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, it's important to us that when you call Pella Columbus, you talk to a real person.
You should hear how smooth it is when you call us.
You calling right now?
Yep. Oh, here we go. New windows. No. New window. Operator. Opera.
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the San Antonio Spurs 122-113 in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. That series is now tied at 1 game apiece. Game 3 from San Antonio will tip off tomorrow night at 8:30. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers will try to bounce back tonight after a historic collapse in Game 1. Game 2 versus New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden will get started at 8 o'clock. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians won their 5th straight after a 3-2 extra inning victory over the Tigers. They'll go for 6 in a row and a sweep against Detroit this afternoon. And the Reds also won last night, 9-4 over the Phillies. They'll start a home series with the Cardinals tonight. This update was sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty. He'll buy it today for cash. 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Yesterday, T-Bone.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time, I got my heart broken.
Oh?
Yeah, like
What
shattered.
happened?
So, it was my cheat day.
Yeah.
So I left here and I went to Popeyes.
Okay. Love that chicken at Popeyes, Tyvis.
Popeyes is great.
Me too.
We have no problems with Popeyes on this show. At least I don't think we do. Maybe we do now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
no.
So I get there, and in my mind, I got my order.
Sweet and spicy wings.
Sweet and spicy
Let's
wings.
go.
That's it. I just want some sweet and spicy wings. I haven't had them. Dylan brought them up the other day, and I told him to be quiet because everybody knows I was addicted to them. Well, I get there, and I order these sweet and spicy wings, and he tells me that's no longer on the menu.
What?
Oh, no, Tyvis.
Dylan, I about a
Now
tear.
I'm crying.
A tear kind of came down my face. I was like, what?
Might have to get someone else to produce this show for the next 2 hours.
What?
I want y'all to respect my privacy while I deal with this, while me and my family deals with this, because this is a big moment. Like, wow.
There's 2 things here. One, why do fast food restaurants look at something that was a great idea and go, you know what we should do? End it. That'll get them. They'll come to the restaurant. They'll go, can I have the thing that everybody wants? And go, oh, sorry, that was for a limited time. And then everyone goes, well, I guess I'll get something else. And they walk away going like, I'm sad and disappointed. This is frustrating. Makes you want to go to the restaurant less. I don't know why they do that. 2, I don't know why you're sitting here standing around just going, well, I guess it's it for just like sadly kicking a stone down the road as you stumble down the highway of life. No, this is where we turn the car around, go back to Popeyes, and say this aggression will not stand. And we use our voices on this radio station to shame them into bringing them back.
That was going to be my next request, because both of you have been known to bring back fast food items that no longer
Tyvis.
exist. And I am asking, pleading, begging the 2 of you to do it one more time.
So when I was on,
they did that though. Them things was delicious.
when Common Man and I were on in afternoons, we both petitioned for a very long time to get the bagel sandwiches brought back at McDonald's, because we knew they had them up in Cleveland. They had them in other markets. The Central Ohio market franchisees, just for whatever reason, said, sorry, no bagels for breakfast. This was after COVID, when they had supply chain issues, but that all got fixed and they never brought them back, even after that was back in other places. So we yelled about it. They eventually brought them back, and they actually sent an email that said, tell the idiots they won. And they said, with the press release, it said, tell those 2 idiots in afternoons they won. Tyvis, meanwhile, the snack wraps that are at McDonald's.
It's back alive, thriving. It's so good.
Wife just had one yesterday. Melissa got one yesterday when we went.
Every other restaurant has brought snack wraps back because of McDonald's.
And when McDonald's launched the snack wrap, they had a video they posted on YouTube from the McDonald's account, which who doesn't subscribe to the McDonald's account on YouTube? It's just sultry music and pictures of the Big Mac. It's delicious. Anyway, they put a video up that said, "We heard you," and they put a whole bunch of people's like posts on social media saying these are the people responsible for bringing back the snack wrap because they heard you, and you actually were cited in the video. They had your tweet highlighted, and they even reached out to you and said, "We will pay you." For the usage of your name, image, and likeness.
Maybe a couple $.
Yeah, that's great.
I want this
NIL outside
So
of college.
I'm saying both of us have a history of doing this.
Please help me put this on my resume.
Why would they do that?
I want to be able to tell
ghost
people
peppered stuff.
I want to be able to tell people that I helped brought back the sweet
Okay,
spicy
look at
wings.
here's what we're gonna.
Here's what I don't understand though. It's not like they discontinued wings. Why get rid of the sauce? Is it taking up that much space in your restaurant? Like
That's
what?
stupid.
What are we doing? And in my
right.
opinion, it was the best thing on the menu. And Tyvis isn't. And if we feel this way, I'm sure plenty of other people feel that way.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Get rid of the chicken tenders.
All right. Here's what we're gonna. We had other things to get to on the show today. This is going to be. Well, we will. Don't worry. It's here. I got the music kind of queued up. Here it is. All right. I'm almost ready. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the list throughout the show today. Though, here's what I need. If you work at Popeyes, or if you know someone who works at Popeyes, I want you to either hit us up on Twitter at Bone and Tyvis 971 or go in the YouTube chat. And I need you to give us a name, an email, someone that we can complain to.
An address, because I'm going to their house.
No. I'm not saying that.
Especially if they're a high-ranking executive, I will be at their crib.
Listen, they didn't lose to Michigan 4 straight times. We don't post the address unless they lose to Michigan 4 straight times, all right? Look, all I'm saying is let's find out who we can go to and complain about this, and let's use our ability to let our voice be heard and say this, that we can't have this. We got to have these wings back. What is it, the sweet and spicy wings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man.
I don't think today is the day for a peaceful protest, T-Bone. I want to go more Malcolm X.
No. Peaceful protest. I'm just saying send an email. Dylan is apparently going to get blowtorches out. And I don't know what else. He's got some metal tongs over there, battery cables. I'm not sure what he's doing, but we'll find out.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on the list.
Sponsored by Baths R Us. Go to bathsrus.com to schedule your free estimate. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
All right. So epic collapses in sports history. The biggest ones are what we're talking about today. And I think we have to define collapse versus comeback. Because I think
they're one and the same.
One man's collapse is another man's comeback. But I think where you have to at least somewhat acknowledge it is who's on the other side, what were the stakes involved, and how good. Like, okay, for example, if your team had the lead and lost it, and then your star quarterback got injured, and then like half your defense ended up on one series going out with injuries, and then you gave up the lead, that's not the same to me. If everybody's healthy and available, then that is more of a collapse, right?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay. And I do think sometimes, too, individual sports can certainly have collapse possibilities better than, like, team sports. But the number one thing I think we're all going to agree on as far as epic collapses, Tom Brady's lore be damned. 28-3
That was
in the Super Bowl. You cannot lose that lead. Falcons cannot lose that lead. Atlanta, that has to be the number one collapse of all time.
Hasn't Kyle Shanahan been in the Super Bowl 3 times and lost the lead all 3 times?
Yeah, once as the OC of the Falcons and twice as the head coach of the 49ers.
Were they winning against Kansas City the last time?
For sure, one of the times they were up 10 going into the fourth quarter. I remember that.
The one when Sherman was there, they was up and they blew it because they gave up. E-Man gave up that like 17-yard corner route to Tyreek Hill, and that just sparked a big comeback. But when they played them, what was it, like 4 years ago? Were they winning that game?
I'm pretty sure they were. I'm pretty sure they were winning
that's
going into the fourth quarter.
And that's a shame because it went into overtime. No, yeah, I think they were winning. That game went into OT.
That Falcons game, 28-3, it was 8:31 remaining in the third quarter, and they ended up getting the game to overtime. And then the Patriots won the coin toss, and that pretty much sealed the deal. But like that game was over before it. Like once it got to overtime, it was already over.
That was ridiculous.
But that one has to be number one. So let's get that one out of the way. Talk about that.
The one that it's an unpopular opinion, but you think about the Seahawks against the Patriots where they threw the interception at the end. I know you'll look at it and say that's not a big collapse. It is because the Seahawks was never the same.
Well, that's fair. You know what, though? I mean, at least in that one.
The Pete Carroll Seahawks was never the same after that.
The difference, though, for me, that not
divided the entire team for multiple years. I may have not. I've been there twice. I got cut twice, and I got to see it.
Heard that. I'm aware of that.
It divided that team. Boy, you talk about a collapse.
Didn't the Seahawks release you twice?
Yes, they did.
Thank you, Rolf.
That means that they paid me twice, too.
I mean, that one is more debatable for me just because it wasn't like they had a huge lead in that game.
No.
Right? They came back in that game, if my memory serves. Or it was like
it was pretty back and forth.
Yeah, I'm saying, but they were like, I think they were down and then scored the go-ahead touchdown, or what they, and they had a chance to go up and win the game, and then they obviously
the collapse was bigger than just the Super Bowl.
Okay, I can accept that. That's a fair point.
One that's near and dear to my heart is the 2004 New York Yankees against the Sox.
Were they up with that? Because that was the start of the
3-0.
That was the start of the Sox run, right? That was when
they were on an 86-year drought of winning the World Series before that, and then it looked like it was about to be at least 87. And then they came back. They're the only team to ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. And then they went on to win the World Series. And then they became like a dynasty after that.
Yeah, they really did. All those, you're right.
Manny and
they won like 3 in 9 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Kevin Youkilis, right? Part of all that. Yeah.
The idiots, what they used to call
the idiots. Exactly right. Pedro, all the above.
With their nasty hair and dirty beards.
How could we forget about the Cavaliers coming back from 3-1 to the goal?
But that's not a. But again, that seems like. Is that a collapse or a comeback?
Yeah, the North Bay. I'm sure they perceive it as a collapse.
Warriors. That's not a collapse.
No, that was the epic greatness of LeBron James. That's the way I'm looking at that.
He went in the locker room and said they mentally messed up. I'm telling y'all, and they sure were.
Okay,
it's Draymond Green's fault.
Also, Klay Thompson for saying that LeBron got his feelings hurt. LeBron said, "I'll show you."
And I will never forget Aisha Curry tweeting out the baby bottles. Right? Remember that where she was telling everybody was crying, and then it's like, well,
they poked the wrong bear.
Oh, they did.
Happened.
They absolutely did. There is another baseball one very quickly. The Bartman game. The Cubs get the Bartman game always gets talked about because Steve Bartman had that catch over in foul territory and that is he got blamed for changing the course of history with that. But the reality was in that game, that was game 6 of the NLCS 2003. Cubs were 1 win away from their first World Series appearance since 1945. They had a 3-0 lead heading into the 8th inning of that game. Mark Pryor was awesome on the mound. They were only 5 outs away from going to the World Series. And then he caught that foul ball. And then they collapsed. And then they lost game 7. But in game 6, they gave up like 8 runs in the bottom of that inning. Like it was.
Oh, that's terrible.
So the point is like, yes, he did screw that up. And yes, that was 1 out closer to the World Series. But they collapsed anyway. I think Steve Bartman getting blamed for that is one of the most ridiculous things ever. And it sucks the Cubs fans did that for so many years. I know now they've kind of made up for all that, but. Yeah, that was terrible.
And then they had a chance to win game 7 and decided not to do that either. So
right, that's what I'm saying. It didn't cost them like, he did that and they lost immediately after that. No, they had chances to win that game. They had chances to put that game away and they didn't. And then they had chances to win in game 7 and they also did not. So, yeah. I feel like I want to say that was the same thing in the Mets back in '86 with the Mets and Red Sox because that was
Buckner.
Yeah, the Buckner, which he screwed up, and obviously he
game 6 where the Red Sox were up 3-2.
Yes, and then the Mets came back and won game 7. I'm pretty sure is how that went. So yeah, that was both those guys get blamed for things that probably are not totally on them. All right, so more of the list. We'll get more of that discussion coming up. And who's going to pay for the 24-team college football playoff? Apparently, that's a question no one thought about until recently. We'll discuss it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we are crash-free as you head out the door on your Thursday. Busy traffic on 70 on the east side, also on 71 near downtown. But again, right now, no major problems. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, talks about what makes First Bank of Central Ohio different.
I would say it starts by caring. It starts by doing what you say you're going to do and following through on it. When you're talking about local, you're talking about relationships and people that matter to you. I don't care if that's personally or professionally.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, Columbus, what if you could buy a new Ford at the exact price of Ford employee pays? No markup, no haggling, just straight employee pricing for everybody. Right now, Capital Ford of Columbus, get that deal on almost every new F-150, Super Duty, Explorer, Mustang, and more. That's thousands in savings on Capital Ford's best-selling trucks and SUVs. This deal will expire soon. Come to Capital Ford of Columbus today and drive home happy with employee pricing. Visit CapitalFordofColumbus.com today, where we are priced for you.
Mike Rowe here with a fun fact. Did you know that 50% of the air that you breathe inside your home comes from your crawl space? Yeah. Whether your crawl space is wet, musty, or your floors are bouncy, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to repair your crawl space. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Net available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
Is it time to renew your Medicaid coverage? Don't miss out. When you renew your AmeriHealth Caritas Ohio benefits on time, you keep more than just your health care. You keep your extra perks too. That means doctor visits, dental, vision, plus extra benefits like school supply funds, baby essentials, rewards for health trivia games, and more. Don't risk losing the coverage and extras your family counts on. Visit AmeriHealthCaritasoh.com/renew today. That's AmeriHealthCaritasoh.com/renew.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show, presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Most of us will be dry this morning, although there could be a few showers out there to the southeast. Otherwise, expect it to become more and more sunny throughout the day today, with highs getting up right around 70 degrees. For tonight, will be partly cloudy overnight with lows in the 50s, and then rain and storms return to the forecast, building in throughout the day on Friday. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are driving. We are driving. We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating. We are eating.
People in our YouTube chat saying if there was a restaurant you were going to go fight or demand things from, Popeyes would not be high on the list just because they're afraid of catching hands from Popeyes executives. They said, was it Mario in the chat? I forget who said this, that Said of the restaurants I would not want to mess with, Waffle House is 1, Popeyes 2.
I agree with that ranking.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying, Popeyes, why are you taking the sweet and spicy wings off your menu? It's idiotic. It's stupid. And it's not like you said, it's not like they got rid of all the wings. Just got rid of a sauce that they put on the wings. So bring it back and go make it. That makes no sense to me.
I don't know what to do with myself. I don't think I could really.
I told you what to do. We need to demand better from Popeyes.
I really don't want no Popeyes until somebody tell me that them is bad. I probably won't have.
You know what? Tweet at them right now, Tyvis.
Yeah,
please
tweet them. Tweet their account. Yes, tweet them. I'm gonna go over there when you leave. You go out there. You're gonna go out there and shoot baskets or something. I'm gonna go on your account and be like, listen here, Popeyes at Popeyes official. Yeah, I think I'm just saying we need to make them aware that we have a problem with this.
What location were you at yesterday?
The one on 23.
Okay.
Isn't that the bougie one? Like they redid it?
Did they redo that?
Well,
they built that one. That wasn't there like a couple years ago.
No, I'm thinking of the one on Sawmill, maybe.
Okay.
The one on Sawmill, those are my neighbors. That's why I'm there all the time.
But isn't that one kind of like, that's like a newer one where they've redone it?
It looks really nice in there.
Yeah,
That's not what I want, though.
No.
I want it run down
and
greasy.
I'm going to KFC instead.
Yeah.
Next time my wife wants a bucket of chicken, we going to KFC.
That's so sad.
See, for me, Popeyes 100 yards away. KFC's like a whole mile and a half away. That's way too long of a trek.
One of them is far superior. Popeye's far superior to KFC. No offense to KFC. I would
say it's a tier above. I do enjoy me some KFC, though.
It's fine. It's not Popeyes. They're not even the same
she
league.
Prefers KFC over Popeyes.
That's a hot take.
I said the same thing.
That's a wild take.
But I think she'll take churches over all of them.
I haven't been to churches in
I don't know where there's one at anymore.
And by churches, I mean all of them. The restaurants and the ones on Sundays. I haven't been to one in a long time. This is from UCLA Athletic Director Martin Jarmond, who said the following about, college football playoff, 24 teams. We got to double the amount of teams. Go from 12 to 24. Got to happen. And what's one of the logical reasons everyone says? Well, we need money. NIL's costing us so much money to pay these players. We got to have more money for college sports. And the way to do that is more playoff games. Martin Jarmond is the athletic director at UCLA. Not a small player when it comes to college football, the Big Ten or anything else. I mean, they're a big athletic department. He said, quote, about the 2014 playoff. This is to the Athletic Scott Dockerman. He said, I haven't seen the revenue models yet. Obviously, if you go to 24, you're going to lose a championship game. So I think conferences and people have to figure that piece out. Excuse me? Like, yeah, if people aren't following this, 2014 playoff, they're going to get rid of the conference championship games in order to do that, to still fit the season in.
Yes.
Conference championship games for the SEC. This is from Stuart Mandel, who has this article on The Athletic. He talked about how they apparently, it's worth $100 million to the SEC, just their championship game. That's the revenue they generate off of the SEC championship game. So
Fox don't get that type of money?
I don't know that Fox gets maybe something, but apparently Tony Petitti said that, like, for example, when they do these new playoff games, they'll get $80 million in revenue. But Stuart Mandel pointed out that the SEC from that one game alone gets $100 million. So schools, universities are going to have to figure out if we're going to lose these championship games where all that revenue does get distributed out to the schools, how are we going to replace it? And the thought is, well, the playoffs will just do it because everybody's going to bid for these playoff games, right? Right now, ESPN controls all of them. Fox might get into the bidding war. CBS, NBC might want to bid on some playoff games. In theory, that's true. But Stuart Mandel pointed out in his article, a couple years ago, the college football playoff rights came available, and only one entity even bothered to bid on them, and that was ESPN.
Fox when was it? Wait, how many years ago was this?
This was 2023.
It's 3 years ago.
Yeah. They bid on, Fox didn't even submit a bid. ESPN paid $1.3 billion to re-up through the 2031-2032 season.
Wait, when did the 12 teams start?
I imagine this would have been for that because that was 2 years ago.
It was, it started 2 years ago. So this was the bidding for the new 12-team playoff.
They must didn't know how good it would do.
Well, but wait a second. The whole logic there was, well, if we go from 4 teams to 12, that's more revenue. And yet the only entity that bid on it was ESPN. Now, part of the reason that's thought to have happened is because Fox is kind of known for being cash strapped because they put so much money in the NFL. They have so much money in these other products that they do. They are not necessarily like, oh, yeah, we've got another $1 billion laying around. Let's just throw that at college football. So the thought is everyone believes there's more money here, but he raises a very good question. Who's actually going to be the ones bidding on this? And how are you going to replace the revenue from those championship games?
So ESPN just got all the money, and Fox, NBC, and CBS ain't got nothing.
Well, what I'm saying is the Big Ten supposedly has been pushing this. We've all thought they're pushing this because of Fox, because they have a partnership with Fox, and Fox would want these games. But yet they didn't bid on this. The last time they expanded from 4 to 12, they said, I'm sorry, too rich for our blood. Well, how is 12 to 24 not going to be too rich for your blood? I don't know that, like, the Illinois Northwestern playoff game, if that revenue from that is going to be the same as your Big Ten championship game, I don't know.
Well, I thought they were saying, like, it's so many games that ESPN can't broadcast them all. So, therefore, like, you won't have to pay top dollar for or pay what ESPN is paying. You could come in cheaper than that and still get games.
Yeah.
I'm sure ESPN would figure it out. They have 62 different channels.
Yeah, but I mean,
they'd put one on ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, the Ocho.
The Ocho.
All I'm telling you is I would be a little concerned if I'm sitting here saying, oh, this is going to fix our revenue problems, and then no one has thought to talk with the TV networks about, hey, will you actually pony up the money for this if we expand? We're just changing the sport fundamentally, all to get money from the TV networks, and now we're finding out the TV networks may not even have the scratch. Seems like a brilliant plan, everybody. Great job.
Wow. My guys at Tri-State Men's Health got the plan because guys' low testosterone is becoming something men younger and younger are experiencing. Maybe your game isn't quite what it used to be. Less energy, less drive, not feeling like yourself. You deserve to be feeling at your best. Be strong in the gym during your workouts. Make everybody look at you. You know, when you put that weight on that bench and everybody got to stop what they doing to see what you do, that's going to be you. If you go see my people at Tri-State Men's Health. And the bedroom, let's talk about it. I mean, you talk about getting your drive back. That is exactly what they specialize in. Go see them. It starts in your mid to early 30s. You start losing 2 to 3% of testosterone production every year. Happens gradually, and before you know, you're just not that guy. If you're feeling any of these symptoms, go to TriStateMen'sHealth.com. Take their low T quiz. Takes 2 minutes. After that, you want to schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health. They'll have the results within 30 minutes. The cost of the appointment is only $99. They got 2 locations located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Don't ignore the signs. Call today and take the first steps towards feeling better again. Call them today at 800-900-9654. Visit TriStateMen'sHealth.com. Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See websites for details.
I'll tell you what, Mario in the chat, we were talking about biggest collapses in sports history. Mario hit it on the head.
Yeah, he did.
Number 1 biggest collapse of all time. SEC post-NIL. Yep, they went from being the top of the heat for about 15 years to now they're just also rants.
You hate to see it.
Not in the ratings or money game. You love to see it. It's great. He also brought up Jean Van de Velde in the 99 the Open Championship, British Open. I believe that was at Carnoustie. Do you know about Jean Van de Velde? What happened to this dude?
No.
He was standing on the 18th tee. In the final day, the final hole, the final round with a 3-shot lead on the final hole of the British Open.
Oh, he pretty much got this sealed. When he triple bogeyed.
500-yard hole. He only needed a double bogey needed to win the title. And he ended up just completely melting down. Hit it into the water. He was actually in the water, like had his pants rolled up, standing in the water, trying to hit out of it. They ended up having to he made a 6-footer for triple bogey and joined Paul Lawrie and Justin Leonard in a 4-hole playoff, which I believe Lawrie prevailed in. So, yeah.
That sounds like something Jordan Spieth or Rory would do.
Oof. Well, you know what? Rory had that meltdown in the Masters when he was like 20 years old or 21. He was a very young dude. But he only had like a 3-shot lead only going into the final.
He had a 4-stroke lead going into Sunday.
Yeah, but then he had a whole round that he still had to do. I feel like who else had a meltdown like that?
Jordan Spieth.
Spieth, yeah. Spieth had the one. That was the one where he had it with like 4 holes to go or something. He had a a pretty decent lead.
Yeah, he had a 5-stroke on Sunday. He bogeyed 10th and 11th.
It was 10, 11, 12 where he just melted down.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's oof.
And that was at the 2016 Masters.
Correct.
Oh, it was the Masters,
Yes.
for sure. So was Rory's was at the Masters too. Ryan Day says the 2014 playoff will help the game. We'll tell you how in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Thursday. Still watching an incident on 270 northbound on the east side. We've got the right shoulder blocked off in those northbound lanes just past that 70-270 split. Again, this is on the east side for our friends out in Reynoldsburg. Watch for that. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Guess which store is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and you'll get up to $180 off sets of Goodyear tires.
Oh man, what's their name?
Always still look at myself as a high-performing athlete, even at 40 years old. And so I want to go able to run and run fast and do things that I could 15 and 20 years ago. And it was getting to the point where the pain was starting to limit that.
Pain attacks people from all walks of life, not just former professional athletes like Bobby Carpenter. That's where QC Kinetics non-surgical treatment steps in.
And now that the pain is gone, I've been able to go and do the stuff that I love and run fast and run sprints and try to get back to where I was.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments use your body's own healing properties to deliver long-term relief without surgery.
Now, being able to go and work out and do the stuff that I want to do and challenge my body, it's made me a better person, a more pleasant person to be around.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville and Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
We're talking about bringing back food items. Tyvis is mad because the Popeyes sweet and spicy wings, you went yesterday to go on your cheat day, and they're just gone.
You know how depressing that is to like.
Oh, I could tell today.
Like, you get one day a week where you can have whatever you want, and you got your mind set on, all right, this because apparently I wasn't doing my cheat day right. Chipotle ain't enough. That ain't cheating enough. So I said, well, I'm gonna go all the way today.
Yeah,
and I go pull up, and he tells me, yeah, we don't have that no more. I was like, I should have pulled off.
That should have been just cussing out.
That's what should have happened.
Did you get food? Did you get
I
food?
ended up getting the 2 snack wrap things.
Oh, that's disappointing.
On your cheat day?
That's disappointing. Nothing on your cheat day should be snack.
It was nothing
should not be snack anything in that. No chance.
I know you think that the chicken sandwich isn't the same as it was like 5 years ago, but you don't enjoy it at all?
Nah, it's not. No.
That's still that's my second go-to, which is now being bumped up to my go-to since the sweet and spicy wings are gone. Was this for lunch or dinner that you were at Popeyes?
Lunch.
So what did you eat for dinner on your cheat day?
My wife made chicken Alfredo.
Okay,
that's good. Yeah.
So you had
not the healthiest thing in the
breakfast,
world. Delicious.
Popeyes for lunch, chicken Alfredo for dinner. That sounds delicious.
And then I hope an entire what's your favorite type of cake? Do you have one?
Cake?
Or what's your favorite dessert in general?
No. First, I need to know cake. Because the way he said cake makes me worry that he doesn't eat cake. Do you eat cake?
Like birthday cake?
Yes, cake. You know what cake is?
Yellow sheet cake?
No, the band. We're going the distance.
A yellow sheet birthday cake?
Yellow sheet.
Or a pound cake?
Yellow cake.
The cake that Trey Songz refers to.
Let me tell you right now. Nothing wrong with either of those things. Fine, I'm good with
I know a lot of people don't know that.
That's okay. Listen. Yellow, I think.
Red velvet.
Oh, not a red velvet. Not a red velvet.
Red velvet is a chocolate imposter. That's what it is.
I don't need food coloring in my chocolate. I'm with you on that. Let me ask you though: are you a yellow cake chocolate icing guy? Because to me, that is the goated cake combination.
Yeah,
really.
Oh,
you can go to Walmart and pick that up.
And I don't even know what yellow I don't even know what the flavoring is of yellow cake.
That's actually
it's yellow cake flavor.
Yeah, if I'm gonna go
and
pick up like a little piece of cake, like not the whole cake, but like a little slice.
You get a slice of it, yeah.
That's the one I would get. The yellow one with the chocolate icing on it.
See, I need to open up my horizons because when it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, give me quadruple chocolate.
Oh, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like a devil's food cake is excellent. I'm all about a chocolate on chocolate.
That's too much.
That's not in my vernacular when it comes to chocolate.
Underrated cake combo, in my opinion.
Nothing bun cakes.
Hold up. Now that's a whole
I
got sweatpants on, buddy. We can't be talking about nothing but cakes right now. That's gonna be a problem for me today.
That's not ready to flip this desk when you hear that. Standing tall. Tri-State don't need you.
When I was asking is, I was gonna say chocolate cake with vanilla, like vanilla cream frosting on it. That's a pretty good combo too. That one is the one I
probably had my first bundt cake like 7 years ago, and my initial thought was, why have I been eating anything else in my entire life?
Yeah,
dude,
that's what I was thinking when I was chewing my first bite.
Those nothing bundt cake people have.
They got the formula.
I don't know how they make it. I don't care. You can have seed oil and red 45 and blue 23 set hut. Like, I don't care. Put it all in there. It's delicious. Ryan Day, he's trying to figure out how to navigate this new world of college football. So we've got NIL. We've got 2014 playoff. Apparently, the Big Ten's all about that. Ryan Day appears to be on the messaging with that, too. This is still from that Athletic article that Scott Dockerman wrote. He was talking about how, though, getting rid of championship games will be good for the game. Because he said the following. If they do the 2014 playoff, they're going to get rid of Big Ten championship game. We know that. And all the other conference games. He said, I think it could be even more important, talking about the game. Said you play for either a chance to get into the playoff or a chance to get seated high to get a first-round bye. Or if you're already maybe predicted to be one of the top 8 schools, then you're fighting for a high seed. So all those are critically important to your success in the playoff. He then added, I think with the elimination of the championship game, it keeps that rivalry as fierce as it's ever been. The stakes are just as high. Went on to point out that Big Ten championship game has now taken away the fact that used to you would see a team during the OSU-Michigan game sometimes would get crowned the Big Ten champ.
Yeah.
Sometimes that would be on the line. That hasn't been the case since, 2011? Whenever the Big Ten championship game came in. So they're trying to find little silver linings to this 2014 playoff. I guess I would count that as one, but count me as someone who would rather them keep the Big Ten championship game and have a 12-team or 8-team or 4-team playoff. I do not want them to go to 24 teams. But does this sway you at all?
Would you rather go to 16 over 24?
I'd rather them not touch it because we just changed this like 2 years ago, and it's fine. And I don't think we need more. We definitely don't need more than 12.
You know why they want to go 16.
Tell me why.
Well, I know the Big Ten and a lot of these like conferences, how you would do it is you can take that championship game and make it, or not that, you can compete for the last couple of spots. So you'll do 1 versus 2, and then that'll be your championship game. And then for those final spots of those bids,
you'll do it all in the same weekend.
You'll do
like 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5.
Yeah. Make it
that'd be a championship weekend to get you to that.
If we did something like that with a 16-team playoff, sure. I can get there maybe on that.
I hate that more than having 24 auto bids.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Because why every year are we saying the Big Ten deserves 4 or the SEC deserves 4 and the ACC 2, Big 12 2 or whatever the hell they're going to do? Why are we every year is not the same of how many? Maybe one year the SEC deserves 5. Maybe the next year they only deserve 3. I don't like the idea of auto bids at all.
I agree with that. However, I also know that, I guess we don't know this. The SEC's current proposal, as I understand it, with the 16-team playoff, is to do the 5 automatic qualifiers for the champions, and then everybody else is at large, right? There was a proposal on the line, though, to Tyvis's point, that was, okay, the Big Ten and the SEC get more of the guaranteed places, and they would have a play-in game like that, where it would be like whatever the matchups would be.
Yeah,
you would have this.
1 and 2 gonna play for the championship.
The other
Both
teams
of them
would be
are in,
right.
But
The other
for
teams
those
would play
final
for
2 spots, if you get 4 auto bids from each conference, 1 and 2 is in, but 3 will play 6, 4 will play 5.
Yeah.
You'll have another 2 games on that championship Sunday or Saturday, whatever the heck it is.
I'm usually not this person that says, let's just leave it alone for a little bit and see what happens. But like, let's just leave it alone and see what happens with 12 teams. It seems like so far it's generated some controversy, but does anybody feel like Indiana didn't deserve to win last year?
Yeah, but I told you.
Anybody feel like Ohio State didn't deserve to win 2 years ago?
The 13th team had a problem with it.
Notre Dame. The 25th team's going to have a problem with it next time. And by the way, Notre Dame could be that 2015. They could be that 25th team as well in the new playoff system too. I don't know. I'm just if they have a down year, they can have
supposed to be.
They're projected
they can have a
down year.
5 this year.
Right, they can be projected top 5. Ron Paulus was projected to win 3 Heisman trophies. And if you say who, exactly right.
I'm about to say I never heard of it.
Yeah, that was Notre Dame quarterback. Everyone told me he was going to be great when I was a kid.
What's his
sucked.
name?
Ron Paulus. Terrible. Bad. Go ask the Ohio State defense about Ron Paulus. They'd say, "Who? Oh, that little grease stain we ran over? Yeah, we don't care about
Bodie
him."
Wells about it.
Oh, he probably knows about him.
By the way, when you brought up the genesis of the Big Ten championship game, I've just been thinking about leaders and legends ever since.
I can't believe that was only 2011. That feels like a million years ago. I'm so glad they got rid of that.
Stupid name for divisions.
It is a stupid name.
Thank God they got rid of it.
Thank God, though, we've let the same idiots now run us into 2014 playoffs. Like, it's just different guys in the offices, but they're all idiots.
They're not going to 24 because the SEC said they not budging, and if they don't agree, then you can't go nowhere.
Who are you talking about?
SEC.
Minor leagues of college football. Yeah. Those are great. We should listen to them.
We should be thanking them right now because
I hate to say it. They're the only ones. Yes, but they're not doing it because they're like, this doesn't make any sense. They're saying, no, do our stupid system. Everybody has their own dumb idea. It's just which one's going to prevail. And that sucks.
We're fighting the good fight with ESPN and SEC right now.
Oh, God.
I think we'd ever be saying that.
Buckeye fans love being in bed with both those entities. It feels great. All right. If you drink as much coffee as I do, there is a restaurant that is, Tyvis, what's the phrase? The art supply store, upping the blick. That's right. They're upping there's a restaurant upping the blick. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are watching one crash on the west side. This is on 70 westbound. The right shoulder blocked off in those westbound lanes as you push into that Hilliard Rome Road exit. Again, that's the right shoulder on 70 westbound. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan traffic.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
When sudden illness or injury strike, Ohio State offers 3 types of urgent care to meet any of your needs. From traditional urgent care to our specialized orthopedic urgent care for activity-related injuries and advanced urgent care for more serious injury and illness. Our experts treat everything from broken bones to ear infections and colds and flu. Ohio State Urgent Care. This is world-class care.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
It's Cinco de Monzo at Hothead Burritos, and the Hothead Scratch and Win is back. Every single card's a winner with tons of free stuff, including free burritos for a year and even a grand prize Caribbean trip. Get scratching at Hothead Burritos.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
Get an Eco.
Memorial Day is coming.
Yes, it's a day we honor and mourn all the military personnel who died while serving our country.
Yeah, Memorial Day is definitely mostly about that.
Jerry, I've never heard of anything else we're supposed to remember on Memorial Day.
I'm not saying we're supposed to, but there is one other thing I always remember on Memorial Day.
Really?
Get Eco.
I always remember to get my AC serviced because air conditioner season starts right after Memorial Day.
And you bring this up because?
I've invented a new offer, and I think people will like it.
Okay, tell me.
For just $99, we go to people's houses and wash the outside coils properly. It makes a huge difference.
And we'll test the whole system to make sure that nothing went bad during the winter when it wasn't being used.
Can we do that for just $99?
I've decided we're going to just do it for $89.
Get Eco.
Positive thinking plumbers, electrifying electricians, and $89 HVAC technicians.
Have a great Memorial Day.
GetEco.com.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long. If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you. Your home of the Reds. The Fan, The Fan 2, and The Fan 3.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We dropped the lead on the two biggest stories that happened. I just thought about it.
Oh, what did we miss?
You can take the football player out of Georgia, but you can't take the Georgia out of the football player.
What happened?
Nolan Smith Jr., former linebacker for the Georgia Bulldogs, now played for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
He was arrested.
Oh.
Why do you think that he was arrested? Just take a guess.
Well, he said he's a former Georgia player, so I'm guessing it had to do with speeding in an automobile?
135 miles per hour.
Good Lord.
Yeah, they really be, tell you what, they be really opening up their engines. Like, they got to feed, they be like, feed the engine. Like, they got that.
135 miles an hour. Where was he doing this? They said
in Georgia.
I didn't know if he was maybe in Philly because he plays for the Eagles. I didn't know where he was. So he's. What is it about Georgia roads that when you get players out there, they're like, "Hang on a second," because I got
put. You ever heard the term "floor it"? That's them.
Yeah.
Oh, they put their foot down. They be mashing that thing.
It granted has been probably 10 or 12 years since I was there, but 10 or 12 years ago, we went to Athens because
what's the speed limit? They must be 80.
No. What I'm telling you is at least now maybe this freeway has changed, but the freeway I remember going on was one of those freeways that's like it's 2 lanes on each side, little divided highway. But I remember cars being able to like enter the roadway. This is the road that we took from like Atlanta to Athens.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, like, if that is the road that a lot of these guys get caught on, because I'm assuming a lot of guys probably going from Athens, Georgia, it's not a big town. But Atlanta, there's tons of stuff to do. I could see guys saying, I want to go to Atlanta, or maybe they're coming back from Atlanta to go back to Athens, like of the players who actually play for the team. If that's the road where they're doing some of these speeds, some of this reckless driving, like, it's a road where you're supposed to go like 55, I'm pretty sure. It's not like it's a fine little highway. It's not even like 270 where there's 4 lanes of traffic and you've got some room to maneuver or whatever. Not that that's safe either, but These roads are not built for any of this. None of these roads are built for 135 miles an hour. That's insane.
It says that he was in Twiggs County. He posted
Twiggs County.
He posted bond quickly and awaits a future court date, marking his second traffic arrest after a 2022 incident at Georgia for excessive speeding in a construction zone. Mm-hmm. So you got paid double. And then the other.
So Twiggs, for what it's worth, is south of Atlanta. It's down by Macon, Georgia. So not necessarily on the way out to Athens. So either way, doesn't matter if he was, unless you're at the Indy 500 or Daytona, 135 miles an hour is not acceptable to do on any road.
I haven't did 135 in any vehicle I've ever driven. That's kind of crazy.
The most I've ever gotten up to is, I did get up to 100 once, but it was for work purposes. That's legit.
You had to. What you mean?
I worked for BMW for a few years.
I thought you was late. You was trying not to.
No. I'm sure they don't want me telling this story, but I worked for BMW, and we used to I did like customer service phone calls. Nothing special, but I enjoyed that job. Despite it being customer service, I like talking cars. And so we also had Rolls-Royce was one of the companies that we owned.
Double R.
Because we talked to Rolls-Royce customers, they felt it was
Ronald
appropriate.
Reagan.
Dude. They thought it would be a good idea to put all of us call center, employees in Rolls Royces and let us drive around Dublin. And they said, because you're talking to people who drive these cars or who ride in these cars.
You need to know about it.
You need to know what it's like.
Yeah.
You need to understand it. When they talk about their car, you need to see what they're talking about.
That V12 engine.
I wasn't going to argue.
You shouldn't.
So they took us out, and I will never forget the executive who came in from New Jersey, I think is where the BMW headquarters is for North America. They came in from New Jersey. They brought these cars, and they said, you can drive them. So I got in the driver's seat. He's sitting in the passenger seat. This is an executive who's worth like more than every house I've ever owned combined. Mm-hmm. Okay. This guy sat down in that passenger seat and said, we're going to get on the freeway, Tuttle Crossing, right there on 270. Said, when you get on this exit ramp, I want you to punch it to the end of the ramp. Just to the end of the ramp. Just to the end of the ramp, just punch it. See what happens. Sure enough, I did. And I was up over 100. Like that quick.
It's so
Those
funny.
things move like you would not believe for a gigantic car.
Your story
is insane.
It's similar to when Sher made me drive his Rolls Royce. We was sitting there, because everybody, especially then, I'm 20, what am I, 24, 25, something like that.
This is you and Richard Sherman and his Rolls Royce.
Yeah, we in San Fran.
Did he need you to drive for any specific reason?
No, I tell you what.
I'm just making
he
sure.
He needs me now more than he needed me back then. I know that. He goes.
He's like, can you blow in this keyhole real quick? I need to start my car.
So he goes. He's one of those people that he don't like to drive.
Yeah.
So he's like. I was like, well,
he should listen to that instinct, by the way.
I know, right? It took me a long time, but I figured out why he don't like to drive.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was like, here, I want you. He tossed me the keys. Like, here, you drive the car. I know you like this car, and then we be talking about all the time. You drive.
Yeah.
So I get in the car, and I'm like, bet, you think I'm gonna turn down this opportunity? So I'm driving. We going back to his house, and we get on the highway, and shockingly, in California, at the time that we went, it was kind of open. He said, you need to try. He said, try the car out. Go ahead, open it up. Go ahead, hit the gas. And I did what you did. I hit that thing, and it was pew. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is dangerous. It's not. It was smooth, though.
No. It feels
smooth.
It felt like a giant hand from like an actual physical giant had grabbed like all of us in the car and just gone woof, and like pushed us forward. Like, I'd never felt anything like that, other than maybe like when you take off in an airplane, but it's so big you don't feel it the same way as like in a car.
Yeah.
Dylan, what's your Rolls Royce story? You've driven these things. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's not. We're the only ones that have done that.
Can't say that I have.
And then the other big story that we forgot to mention.
Why did I do that to you? That wasn't fair.
There's haves and have-nots on this show.
I want to be clear. The only time I flew private, I flew in a private jet once, and it was when I was making less than $25,000 a year when I worked for a ministry. I got to fly in a private jet. I did that, and then I got a Rolls Royce. I got to drive one of those when I worked at a call center. Working at this radio station, I've done neither of those things. So let's get that all clear. It didn't happen because of my brilliant radio career. It happened because of random other circumstances in life. By the way, if you want to live, I guess, like a baller tomorrow, if you really love coffee, Dunkin' has you covered. Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow is offering at select locations an iced beverage bucket from Dunkin'. Now, there's only going to be 25 of these at each store. They'll sell for $12.99 a piece.
I mean, we got to camp out to get it.
Apparently. Because once they're gone, they're gone. They're only doing this one day. This is I'm not joking, a literal bucket of iced coffee. It is not the size of a full bucket, clearly, but it is going to be a 48-ounce bucket that you can fill with ice and iced coffee. And they are doing it for one day only, tomorrow. So,
who asked for this?
I don't know. Apparently, they did this
White
at
girls everywhere. That's the answer.
I don't know. I don't know how we got there. Maybe that was, whatever. I don't know how things happen. The
whites are good.
Thank you, Ryan Day. No, but they said they did this in Boston area Dunkin' Donuts locations. They ran out some of these buckets of coffee, and then Dunkin' Donut fans around the country were like, why only Boston? Why not everywhere? So they said, fine, we'll roll them out everywhere. One day only. That day is May 22nd, which is tomorrow. So.
Can be filled with iced coffee or your choice of refresher. You can't buy an empty bucket.
No, it has to be filled. $12.99. 48 ounces of whatever beverage they serve that you want. But obviously, a lot of people are going to put coffee in that thing. And I'm just telling you.
It's for the office, then.
No, it's not for the office. What do you mean it's for the office?
I don't know.
You're not. No, that's for you to drink. They have one straw hole at the top, and you suck out of the bucket, and you drink the coffee, and that's it. You're not sharing this thing.
There ain't no. It better not be like that. They put a straw hole on it.
All I'm saying is, don't go for this if you're not a big caffeine drinker. If you don't drink caffeine regularly, you don't start with this.
Ounces of caffeine.
There are people.
My father.
Tyvis, you need to meet coffee drinkers, my friend. Have you seen these? Now, I will say, don't they make like a 48-ounce Stanley? I'm quite sure people are walking around with giant Stanleys full of caffeine. So it's probably 48 ounces of Alani in some of those things. And I don't know how your heart holds up after that, but whatever.
My dad puts about 10 packets of sugar in a 12-ounce coffee as well. And somehow doesn't get hyped.
Good for him.
Because he's just immune to caffeine and sugar because he's
Really?
just been drinking it all day for his entire life.
Got a tolerance, I guess.
What if he doesn't have it?
I don't want to know.
We'll never know. Never find out. There's a list on NFL.com talking about who has the best shot of getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, like the next person from each team, right? And so they go through the list of all the NFL teams, and they say, who's next to get in from this team? There is one team that plays football in Ohio that has a very depressing answer to that question. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Right now, we are still watching crews clear out a crash on 70 westbound. The right shoulder blocked off in those westbound lanes. This is on the west side past that 70-70 split. Watch for slow-moving traffic as you push into Hilliard Rome Road. Everything else looking nice and clear. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, energy bills have been crazy as of late, which has had our phone ringing off the hook. Pella windows give you both a home makeover and often an energy bill makeover.
We hear that all the time at the other window place. We love the makeover. No, wait. We want a do-over. That's what they say. Is do-over and makeover the same thing?
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like him. Hey, are you shaking a maraca?
No, I'm shaking the pill version of Ozempic, which no one should ever do except in ads like this.
A nice disclaimer.
Hey, thanks. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets, 9 milligrams, and Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a data analyst.
Hey, what model did you use for these quarterly projections?
Astrology. If Mercury's in retrograde, sales tank. If Venus is rising, we crush Q4.
You built our revenue forecast off horoscopes?
Yeah, the Zodiac never lies.
This is the job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs.
Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Grilling season starts now at Billiards Plus. Shop top-of-the-line grills and turn every cookout into a win. Then bring the fun inside with pool tables, shuffleboard, and more. Everything for the ultimate game room. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper. Select varieties or buy 2, get 3 free with your card. Limit 10. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
Welcome back to What Is That Thing? Today our guest is
Dr. Melvin Parsbrucker. I invented the sump pump.
Ah, the sump pump. I've heard Apex pros talk about those.
Yes, the pros who knows are true experts in sump pumpology.
So, Doctor, what is that thing?
You see, a sump pump is a device designed to pump out sump.
Sump?
For the pump.
You say the pump pumps?
Sump.
Sump. And what exactly is sump?
It's what gets pumped.
I want to be sure I'm hearing you right. Sump?
Sump.
And that's what gets
pumped. Look, maybe Apex Pros can explain it at your level.
Well, Apex Pros says some pumps are made to keep groundwater from accumulating and flooding your basement, especially this time of year with the big spring rains and the uniquely shallow water table in and around Franklin County. A simple sump pump can protect your home from tens of thousands of dollars in damage.
It's made to sump the pump.
Of course.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. The pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the San Antonio Spurs 122-113 in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. That series is now tied at 1 game apiece. Game 3 from San Antonio will tip off tomorrow night at 8:30. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers will try to bounce back tonight after a historic collapse in Game 1. Game 2 versus the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden will get started at 8 o'clock. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians won their 5th straight after a 3-2 extra inning victory over the Tigers. They'll go for 6 in a row in a sweep of Detroit this afternoon. And the Reds also won last night, 9-4 over the Phillies. They'll start a home series with the Cardinals tonight. This update was sponsored by United Dairy Farmers. Right now, UDF, buy any 2 bottled beverages and get the third one free with Ellie Steele's third. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis hates Girl Scout cookies.
I hate it.
And little girls. And America.
I hate.
Seriously, Tyvis, what the hell?
Okay, whatever this is, I already hate it.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
So I'm sitting here looking at the top 25 from last year, the final top 25 from college football last year.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at the teams. Do I need to see BYU, Utah, Vanderbilt, Virginia, Tulane, James Madison, Houston, Navy, and North Texas? Do I need to see them?
No.
What is the chances of any of those teams actually winning the national championship?
You don't think BYU deserved a shot?
No. I think where the problem is, we look at college basketball, the March Madness, and we think that that's going to apply for football. And it's not. See, in basketball, on any given night, all it takes is one person to heat up. One dude is on fire and you can't stop him. He can go out there and single-handedly win a game.
There's only 5 people on the court at a time.
Jeremiah Smith can be on fire. If Julian Singh ain't getting him the ball, it ain't happening. If that offensive line can't block, it's not happening. It's over with. So to me, I think we got to understand that football and basketball, like we so enamored with the Cinderella stories, that's not going to happen in no 2014 play. I just don't see it.
Well, the thing is that what makes both sports great is kind of the same in a different way. In college football, what made it great for so long was that any given Sunday or Saturday, if a great team loses, their season is over. That's what makes college basketball great, too. Yeah, it's just applied to March. Well, where if as soon as that team loses, they could lose to Cinderella and their season is over. But if the more you expand the playoffs, the more you take that magic away from any given Saturday in September, October, November.
I can tell you this. Like, I wish the college, they do these like consulting firms that they call up to hire whenever they need to hire a new coach or whenever, even like TV people do this, where they're like, we need to hire, new host for the show or whatever. Let's get a media consultancy group in. I wish I could get hired as college football fan, like consultant, just to tell them apparently what they don't understand, which is what makes college football great. And the answer to that is very simple. Like you said, every week there is a combination of a few really good games and a few games that no one thought were going to be good that end up being great out of nowhere, right? Like where you have like almost a Cinderella type story in the second week of the football season, the third week of the football season, right? You have Appalachian State beating Michigan. Great. Those are awesome. They don't happen every week, but when they do, everyone finds them and gets glued in. That's why I've laughed when people talked about the length of college football games being too long. I was like, other than your team, how many full college football games are most college football fans watching? It's not all of them. It's probably not most of them, because most people are sitting around knowing there's 3 or 4 decent games on right now. I'm going to find the one that's got the most drama, or the player I want to watch, or the team I want to see win or lose. I'm going to flip onto that first, but then as soon as the text goes off from a friend or the update comes on the screen that says, ooh, did you know Eastern South Carolina Western Mining College is up 24-10 on Florida? You're like, I'm flipping to that.
That's a fact.
Right. So like
that's a fact.
That's what makes college football great. And you are going to completely eliminate that from even mattering. If Florida goes out and loses to a team they shouldn't, who cares? They can lose 2 more games and still be able to make this 2014 playoff. They don't understand the product they have. They don't understand their regular season is the product, and they want to devalue all of that to shove us into a 2014 playoff that no college football fan that I've heard has ever even thought to ask for.
Isn't it kind of there now? That part
we've already started it. You're right, but we're going to double that. Where we are now, we're going to double that.
It was a loss that happened last year.
Over Florida, or was
no? It was, I don't remember what team it was. It was a big loss that happened, a big upset. And
was it the Texas? No.
And it might have been Texas because when they lost to Florida,
right? We were talking about,
and I was like, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
Like this used to be something where it's like the season's over. Now it's like, okay.
Well, that was the argument with Notre Dame didn't get in last year, right? They got left out of the playoffs. Who were their losses to? Maybe that was one of them.
Miami and Texas A&M, who both made the playoffs.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So that wasn't it. There was another one that
I know there. I mean, I don't know what game you're thinking of specifically, but some people didn't think this going into the game. I did, that the SEC championship essentially didn't matter.
Well,
like one of those teams was going to get the bye, but besides that, like people were like, if Alabama loses, they're not making it. I was like, yeah, they are, because they're essentially losing this quote unquote extra game that makes it not matter. Versus when we had, if it was a 4-team playoff, the stakes on that game would have been huge.
Oh, well, I mean, you could say to a lesser degree the same thing for Ohio State and Indiana. There was no doubt either of those teams were getting in and were both top 4. The only way it was going to not be one of them be top 4 is if Indiana or Ohio State blew the other one out in the Big Ten championship game. Like, I'm talking Wisconsin level blowout, like your team did, Tyvis. Like that, outside of that, both those teams were going to be top 4. So the Big Ten championship game was exciting, interesting. Was it 13-10 final score in that game? I feel like it was a very close game. But ultimately, that drama was just for the moment. It wasn't for anything going forward. But college football apparently does not understand that. The NCAA does not understand that. They're stupid.
You go back to that Michigan year that they lost to Appalachian State. So they lose that game, and then they basically go on a run after that, and then they play Ohio State and they lose. And if we have a college football playoff expansion that year, the loss to Appalachian State, the loss to Ohio State, neither matter. They're still making the playoff.
Yeah. And then it would be who's playing right at the end of the season. And if you have enough guys get healthy, college football's regular season has been so awesome for my entire life. And now it's just going to be completely devalued if they do this stupid idea. So I hope they don't. I also hope they bring back the sweet and spicy wings at Popeyes. Probably neither of those things are happening, and whatever. I just have to get used to it. This is from the NFL's website. So they had a article talking about Pro Football, Hall of Fame selections, and they brought up, here are the next guys who should get in, like the most likely candidate for each team in the NFL to get their next player in the Hall of Fame. All right, they're not saying all these are going to happen tomorrow. They're just saying, on the list of former and current players, who are the guys that are in the running to be Hall of Famers? So, example, we'll just stay in the AFC North. Baltimore Ravens. They have Terrell Suggs.
T-Sizzle.
They say is the most likely next Baltimore Raven to get into the Hall of Fame. That makes sense. They also bring up Marshall Yanda, who was a offensive lineman for them. One of those two guys they think will be the next Raven to get into the Hall of Fame. For the Steelers, they have Ben Roethlisberger. He is eligible starting next year. He will, I'm guessing, he will be a no doubt first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh?
Don't you think?
I don't know. He got some allegations.
He does have allegations.
That don't
he also
matter to the Pro Football Hall of
they
Fame.
don't care. They will put him in. I don't think that's
let me look at Ben's resume.
Okay. Well, you do that. The Bengals, for example, their next person they have that they think could get into the Hall of Fame is Willie Anderson, who's an offensive tackle who's been on the list for a while. He has been named a finalist a few times. He's not fully gotten in, but they think he's the next one with the best chance to get in. Although they did bring up, too, that because Ken Anderson, quarterback, had also been, years of sitting there, so they thought maybe he could be one of those guys, too. But Willie Anderson was the pick they had. Who did they say for the Cleveland Browns, you might ask?
Shedeur Sanders, wrist up.
Yeah. Well, it's Myles Garrett.
That's a shame.
That's obviously Myles Garrett is going to be a Hall of Famer.
That's a shame.
But he is like 29 years old. We expect he's going to play for at least another 5 or 6 years, I would think. You would hope.
Wait a minute.
2035
So we're talking like 10, 11 years from now is at the earliest that you're going to see this guy in the Hall of Fame. They are saying there is no one in the past.
There's only potentially two that could.
Who would you say?
Josh Cribbs and Phil Dawson.
Oh, I think those ships have sailed, my friend. As much as I love Phil Dawson, I don't think that's happening.
That's a shame.
Here's what
Joe Batonio.
Well, okay.
I don't think he's getting in.
But okay. I don't know about that.
I love how high his bar is for the Hall of Fame until it comes to Browns players.
Yeah, suddenly then it's like we just let them all in. That's
Josh
right.
Cribbs was a great returner.
Oh my gosh.
Even Devin Hester said Josh Cribbs should be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, that's fine. He's very good. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
He's not the Hall of Great. I wouldn't put him in.
You
there.
think about that while you're looking up Ben Roethlisberger's stats to see whether or not he deserves it.
You just said I don't know if Ben Roethlisberger's a Hall of Famer, but you know what? Josh Cribbs should get in.
Has Ben Roethlisberger ever been All-Pro?
Tyvis, I'm willing to bet you right now that he gets it on the first ballot, let alone gets it in.
Why do I have to defend Ben Roethlisberger?
Hold on, let's bet. Y'all hear this? We betting it. Okay. Let's bet a slap to the face.
Okay.
Oh, I don't. No. I don't want Dylan to go to the hospital. Well, actually, never mind. Dylan, you're going to win, so Tyvis, you just have to slap him.
And that's okay. Exactly.
That's all right. All I'm saying is the Browns, the NFL's website brought up that Alex Mack could potentially have a candidacy to get into the Hall of Fame.
He ain't gonna go in as a Brown.
Return of the Mack.
Okay.
He's going in as a Falcon, probably.
Okay.
And he
Alex
ain't going
Mack,
in.
And then who was the other one they brought up? That was about it. That's bleak. Oh, Joe Hayden was the other one they said. And
ain't getting in.
Come on. No. All right. So there you go. Browns Hall of Famer, Myles Garrett. Next one you're going to see. Good times, great oldies. That feels awesome. Speaking of the Browns, Todd Monken was talking OTAs. You'll hear what he said coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. A couple issues we're tracking right now. I-71 northbound, the left shoulder blocked off in those northbound lanes near Broad Street. Then on the west side, 70 westbound, crews are clearing out a crash just past that 72-70 split. The right shoulder is blocked in those westbound lanes. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Bobby Carpenter here with my friend Jake Ballard with QC Kinetics. And both of us played football a long time, and one of the main things is you get beat up while you're playing, and the pain doesn't end just when you leave the field. It's always there.
So for me, I had a lot of pain in my left knee, and it was something that caused me aches and pains every day, especially in the morning and the evening. So looking for pain relief, I found QC Kinetics. They had a great reputation, and I wanted to find out more.
Jake, tell me about the process. Once you got into the office, how did that all go?
Once I arrived at QC Kinetics and went and saw Dr. Tesner, they told me all about my knee, put a game plan together, and we started treatment right away.
What is your day like now?
Now with QC Kinetics, I'm able to chase my crazy son around pain-free, and that's what matters most to me.
Take it from two former professional athletes. If we can get relief, the same is possible for you. Check out QC Kinetics, located in Dublin and in Gahanna. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544, or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Teachers care deeply about their students. We know that educators are best able to support students when the needs of classrooms are met. The job of the Worthington Education Association is to support the needs of educators through mentoring programs, through professional development opportunities, doing whatever we can to help teachers support the needs of their students. My name is Emma Ruiz, and I am a proud member of the Worthington Education Association because strong unions make strong public schools for our students.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Most of us will be dry this morning, although there could be a few showers out there to the southeast. Otherwise, expect it to become more and more sunny throughout the day today, with highs getting up right around 70 degrees. For tonight, will be partly cloudy overnight with lows in the 50s, and then rain and storms return to the forecast, building in throughout the day on Friday. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, Todd Monken, new Browns head coach. He is out there trying to get this team fired up to win, ready to go. They're all in this season, Tyvis, because they went out and they got themselves a quarterback. 4 years ago, when they got Deshaun Watson, they paid him $230 million. He's done nothing for them this entire time except be ouchy and bad and have allegations. However, now maybe Deshaun Watson is the guy for the Browns. Here's Todd Monken talking about, is he still number 4?
Yeah. Foe.
Talking about Foe, apparently.
Well, he's been great. I mean, I think everybody would say it. I'm all for a clean slate. I want the best for every player that we have. Every coach, I want the best for, anybody in this world to have a great life. I think it's really cool that he still has an opportunity with a change, right, to showcase his ability, see where he's at. I'm all for it.
He went on to talk about both of his quarterbacks that are vying for the starting job, Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders.
Well, I shouldn't say surprised. I think more people would be surprised. Deshaun's athleticism shows up. Obviously, he's had that, but he's had his injuries that have set him back. But that's been, I wouldn't say a surprise, but it's exciting to see. It's a weapon for him. It's one of his superpowers is athleticism. And I think Shedeur's come miles in terms of his progressions, getting the ball out, his understanding of concepts. I think he's really, really come a long way.
By the way, speaking of, he mentioned Miles, and that distracted me. Did you hear that he was asked if he'd talked with Myles Garrett yet? If he'd met Myles Garrett yet? You know what his answer was?
No.
No. That's that not weird? I know he's a defensive player.
It's Myles
I know
Garrett. I mean, first of all,
yeah, but he's your franchise player. You're the head coach, and you haven't met with him. You've been the head coach for months now.
Myles, wow, meeting him in person or like talking to him. Period.
Said he hadn't met him
in person. Well,
okay.
You're not gonna meet him because he ain't coming until. He ain't coming until it's mandatory.
I don't know the rules. Is there a rule against if you say, hey, not in an official capacity, just as you're like, I'm your head coach, you're a star player, I'm in New York, you're in New York, let's grab dinner. Like just whatever, like your own on your own dime. You don't have to this isn't a team activity. You're not obligated to do it, but isn't that a little odd that the head coach and the star player, I know he coaches offense and Myles is a defensive guy, but you're on the team together. He's the head coach. I don't know. I think you just want to touch base with him, break bread with him, have a little conversation, even if it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you would like that to happen for sure. But I think Myles is Myles. I mean, it's just
it's just weird.
That's just how he operates, man.
That's very weird is all I'm saying.
It's crazy because what are you going to say? Is there any doubt in your mind that Myles Garrett is going to show up week 1?
I'm not worried about that.
That's what I'm saying. So this has been his thing. He doesn't do OTAs or nothing. He going to show up for probably mandatory minicamp, maybe.
It speaks to culture. Does it not speak to culture though? Like a problem, like a culture issue on a team would be
it's not like Myles haven't been accused of being a part of the problem on the culture side.
Right. So I don't know, man. If I would think what would be ideal, and again, you don't always get ideal, but I would think what would be good is if Myles Garrett or Todd Monken made an effort to say, hi, we're going to meet up not at the team facility, just have dinner somewhere. And then that's it. Just a quick little, hey, how you doing? It's nice to meet you. Here's what I want to do for the team this year. I'm Todd Monken. You've gone against my offenses before, but now let's talk about what I want to do with this team. And your defense deserves an offense, and I think I can help you get that so you guys can compete for playoff games and that kind of thing.
He probably was down in Georgia racing Nolan Smith.
Well, I mean, he does like to drive his car. I mean, that's true. Maybe that's it. Yeah, Todd Monken, invite him to a drag strip and get a couple of hot rods out there.
You get him there for sure.
See if you can get him out there for that. Todd Monken also had an update on a former Buckeye, Quinshon Judkins, coming back from his injury.
Looked pretty good to me. Obviously, there's been a couple of days he gets a little sore, which is normal, but no one works harder. And you talk about a competitive spirit, and we don't even get to see him run. I think his rare trait is he's a bull. Like, he refuses to go down, and we don't even get to see that here. So I'm excited.
Okay, that's good to hear. I'm excited to see him get back, hopefully healthy and playing for the Browns. That would be great. Also, Todd Monken talking about one of their new wide receiver acquisitions, not the first-round pick, but Denzel Boston, who's coming over from Washington Huskies. When they draft him? The second round? Second round pick. Anyway, some nice plays by him, and this is what Todd Monken thought of that.
That was awesome, wasn't it? Yeah. Wasn't that cool? I mean, I know I'm an offensive head coach, but hell, you get a draft pick, and it's on one of the most talented guys in the league. So it's encouraging, right? That's what you want to see. You want to see your guys, especially some of your younger draft picks, make some of those plays.
Play he's talking about is, what was it, like a 30-yard bomb?
Something like that.
From Deshaun Watson.
Stutter and go on Tyson Campbell. Deshaun threw him a dime, boy. That you couldn't have walked over and handed him that ball no better.
Back corner of the end zone. Ooh. I mean, it was a pretty throw.
It was.
And there was a coverage over the top that came over too, right?
There were two guys the corner and the safety.
Ronnie Hickman couldn't get there. It
Play of the day yesterday.
Dime.
It's going viral. Give Deshaun Watson the job.
Foe. Fight back, foe.
Mary Kay Cabot is itching to retweet that. And she's just like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can retweet that. I'm not sure if I should. That one's tough. I get it.
It makes the competition better. I tell you what, if Deshaun gonna play like this, and that means Shador better step it up.
Well, that is competition in the NFL. That's right. If you want to step up your garage game, you can do it now with Comer and Cross. They can transform your garage with a gleaming new Comer and Cross garage floor. Make your garage look better the instant they get done with it. In one day, they will take everything out of your garage. They'll put down the new flooring, Comer and Cross will, and that will fix all the stains, the cracks, the pits. Maybe you even had one of these other products put on your garage floor, and now that product is chipping up and cracking, and it looks just as ugly as it did before. Comer and Cross will fix that, and theirs is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like those other products can. Here's the good news, too. When you call Comer and Cross today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, they'll take 50% off installation. That's right, 50% off installation from Comer and Cross at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or you can check them out online, comercross.com. That's COMER cross.com.
Yeah, Meat Sweats sent a tweet that is a banger, and I agree with. We were talking about the sweet and spicy wings, and then we were talking about KFC versus Popeyes.
Well, we were talking about Popeyes got rid of the sweet and spicy wings. Yeah. You are still kind of bummed about that, from what I gather.
Well, KFC was on my list, too, because they got rid of the best thing they ever had. And Meat Sweats just reminded me that KFC had, he says, hot take, KFC had the best item ever to come out of a fast food chicken place, the Double Down.
Ooh,
I stamp that. That's a fact.
Tyvis.
That Double Down.
This is Tyvis's ultimate sandwich anti-bread guy over here. Just make 2 chicken patties, the bread instead, with some cheese and bacon in between.
I don't listen. If KFC announced they bringing the Double Down back, I don't care if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, your birthday, Jesus' birthday, I'm going.
The first time I ever had the Double Down, the very first bite I took, first of all, it came out steaming hot, and I ate it anyway.
Yeah.
As you should.
That's right.
Some grease squirted out, hot grease right into my eye.
You know T-Bone don't like that word.
He loves that word.
What's wrong with that word? Nothing wrong with that.
It's the only time in my life that I would be okay with something being squirted into my face like that.
Now, Dylan, I have to bleep you because that's getting. Now we're getting too hot for radio here. Jerry Jones, any thoughts?
I want me some glory hole.
Why does that play? That's not what I wanted. I was looking for something else. By the way, I had a few people asking because we were talking about different chicken places. We also brought up epic collapses of all time in sports. I'll tie these together, but very quickly, Chris sent us his list. He put Golden State versus the Cavs in 2016, Guardians versus Cubs in 2016. Those are both ouch. Yeah, at least that one, the Guardians one.
We don't even speaketh of the Guardians and Cubs. We don't even talk about it. That never happened.
He also talked about Atlanta, New England Super Bowl 28-3. Yankees, Boston 2004. Dylan, you brought that up. And Seattle not running the ball versus New England in Super Bowl 49, whichever. Yeah, I think that was right. Anyway, Chris, thank you for that list. But it reminded me one of the more epic collapses in all of Columbus history is the collapse of Chicken Corner.
You talking about KFC,
that was
Popeyes, and
Fifth
Churches?
Avenue over there off 71.
Yeah.
That used to be 3 chicken places right on the corners, all there, and now they're all gone. Well, I think maybe there's a Burger King there or something, but
I haven't been over there.
They have chicken over there, but I don't think that. I think the other places are gone. Actually, I think there's like the Rogue Fitness warehouse.
I was where the last church was over there.
Yeah, that's a shame. See, that's
there got to be a churches around here somewhere.
The collapse of Chicken Corner, I believe, is one of the events when people talk about how bad it is out right now. When Chicken Corner went away, that started the downfall. I believe that was one of the downfalls of our society when we lost that. It was an iconic place to be. All right, 2 minutes away. Some updates for you on the offseason with the Blue Jackets. May have some updates on who's going to be your next captain, or at least who isn't going to be your next captain of the Blue Jackets. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still watching 2 issues out there. 71 northbound near Broad Street downtown. The left shoulder blocked off in those northbound lanes as crews clear out an issue. And then on the west side, still tracking crews clearing out a crash on 70 westbound. This is just past that 70 to 70 split. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan traffic.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Hey there, Bo Bishop here. Tired of the same old routine? It's time to escape with an RV from RCD RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers, they've got them all. Shop hundreds of RVs in stock today. 3 locations in Central Ohio to serve you or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Jack Nicklaus's unrivaled vision. World-class competition. Yes. Golf's greats honor. Impactful charitable giving. Loyal fans and volunteers. An iconic history defined by one handshake on the 18th green. June 1st through 7th. Buy your tickets to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Visit memorialtickets.com.
Truck drivers, looking for a driving job that delivers the reliability you need? For 35 years, Schneider's Intermodal driving jobs have given drivers like you the stability they deserve. Schneider's Intermodal drivers enjoy drop and hook freight, competitive pay, and well-maintained company-owned containers and chassis. Plus, drivers enjoy frequent time at home, typically daily or multiple times per week. If Intermodal isn't the right fit for you, Schneider also has dedicated tanker and van truckload jobs. Find your intermodal driving job at schneiderjobs.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
If you've missed anything from the program, don't worry. You can find all of it on the podcast, T-Bone and Tyvis podcast. It's available anywhere you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. You'll find it right there. It's all brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus. We thank them for that. Boone Jenner is, currently about to be a free agent.
Captain Boone.
He's hitting free agency, it looks like, unless the Jackets re-sign him. Elliot Friedman, who covers all things NHL, he has his, 32 Thoughts? I believe is what it's called. It's just all his, I've got news and notes on every team every week. He does this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has, covered hockey for a long time. This is what he had to say about Boone Jenner. There was a report from Aaron Portzline that Boone Jenner has switched agents.
Oh.
And apparently that has triggered something in Elliot Friedman.
That's a really bad sign for Jenner in Columbus. And I know there's a lot of Blue Jackets fans who really love Jenner. At the very least, you're looking at that and you're thinking you better be prepared for the possibility that he's not going to be in Columbus. It sounds to me like there's a lot of work there to keep him. And Jenner feels whatever he's being offered is not anything he's willing to accept.
So Aaron Portzline had pointed out that Boone Jenner changed his agent from Joe Resnick, who was his agent, I guess, for a while, fired him, and now has hired Pat Morris. And Elliot Friedman was talking about this, where he said, you don't hire Pat Morris as an agent if you're just looking. Like, that's the move you do when you're looking to get the best deal possible because things aren't going well with the current negotiation. That's a guy you bring in to say, I need to get the most money possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that the Jackets are putting the most money possible out there for Boone Jenner. Do you?
No. I think that, honestly, when you just listen to a lot of people around here talk, a lot of people feel like it might be time to move on from Boone. If they were to keep Boone, it would be at a discounted rate. But if he's hiring a new agent and this guy's to get him the most money, I don't think it will be here. Which is why we've had the conversation about the C, all this, for the past month and a half.
Yeah. Aaron Porcelain even added in his report, it's beginning to look as if Blue Jackets captain Boone Jenner might get squeezed out of the mix in Columbus, and don't be surprised if Boone Jenner isn't back with the Blue Jackets next year. So this is something that I think a lot of us have seen as a possibility. I'm curious what the majority of Jackets fans are feeling like when it comes to this, right? Like, obviously, Boone Jenner's been great for the organization. He has been a really solid player. He's obviously been a captain. And I don't think anyone is going to have negative thoughts about Boone Jenner 5 years from now, 10 years from now. He will be one of those guys that you go back and say, yeah, this guy did a lot for the city and all that. But I am not someone who believes that for a guy to be a hero in your city, he has to play every minute of his career in your city. Like, that is awesome if it happens, if you have a Joe Thomas, but I don't think that's how you necessarily build a winner, is just by having a guy who's played a long time there. No. You have to find the right mix of players for whatever the situation calls for, and I don't know that he fits that mix right now.
What they were saying, I think it was AR was the one that was saying, like, you know, the thing about Boone is that he was good. He was good for what you needed at the time. And what's happened is the players have gotten better around him. And that's what you want, to the point where he's like, was he on the fourth line now?
Yeah.
So, like, everybody has gotten better, and you can credit that to him being a good captain. And that's what you want, that they kind of passed him by. So that's why everybody was like, well, if they passed him by, now you need to give the C to one of those guys that's going to be here for more of the future. And I think that's kind of where the Jackets look like they're going towards.
Yeah, to jump on that point, there's plenty of centermen on this roster. Like, I don't want to say
you just signed one.
Yes. They just gave Charlie Coyle
he's got a couple C's in his name. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know if he'll get the C
for
here.
6 years. And it's not like we haven't seen this before, and no offense to Boone, we've seen it with better players. We've seen it with Foligno. If Rick Nash wasn't a Jacket for life, then anyone can just go away.
Right.
Those are two captains that we've had here before that unfortunately it didn't work out. But you know what? Maybe Boone goes and he goes and signs with a team that's more ready to contend next year instead of a team like this that's always, if we make the playoffs, it's a successful year. Maybe he can go and it could be mutually beneficial where he goes and wins a championship somewhere, or he has a decent run in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Like, this doesn't have to be a bad thing for either party.
To be clear, I don't think the Jackets are looking at Boone Jenner and saying, get out of town, we don't want you.
I
think they're looking at him and saying, here's the amount we're willing to pay you, and also you're going to have to take a reduced role from a leadership standpoint. Are you up for both of those things? And I'm guessing he's probably not thrilled about that. I wouldn't blame him at all if he's not. And that's just me guessing from the outside looking in. I have no inside information on that. I don't talk to any of these guys. I don't know. But the guys who do seem to think that's also looking like a very distinct possibility. I would just add, on the leadership front, I don't think I want the leader. I don't want the captain of this team next year to be a guy who's played his entire career here. We're trying to change the culture, right? We all can acknowledge that you brought in a head coach who had coached a lot of other places in Rick Bowness, and suddenly he ended up making things look a little bit better here, at least initially, when he started coaching this team. You had a guy who has come in Don Waddell, who is the GM of this roster the last couple of years. He has not been a general manager, front office person in this city for the vast majority of his career. And he's done some things I think we can all say are net positives for the Jackets right now. I feel like you need to apply the same logic to your captain and say, has the guy who's going to wear that C on his jersey and be a leader, you can be a leader without it, but if the guy who wears that, is that a guy who's witnessed and experienced winning in other places who have shown the way to do that? Can he bring some of that here? And that is obviously the hope.
Well, it also has to be their guy, like Boone Jenner is a guy that they kind of inherited. They've never, you think about putting a stamp on the organization. If you made these changes, you made some trades, you brought in a new coach. The one thing that you haven't done is marked your captain. This is the guy that we feel, Don Waddell, feels like this is the guy that I trust the most. I want to put my trust and faith in this guy to take this team to the next step. You got Rick Bowness, who you believe in is going to help bring that change. Obviously, you signed him to a multi-year deal, so you put your stamp there. The last stamp is the captain.
So the candidate that you've thrown out, Bone, has been Charlie Coyle. It matches your description of guys who hasn't been here. He's been elsewhere. This was the first year he didn't it was the first year he didn't make the playoffs, was here with the Blue Jackets last year. So he obviously has a resume of winning. But I feel like the person here that most people think are going to be captain next is Adam Fantilli, because it's kind of like you want to give him the ball. You kind of want to give him the franchise. And hopefully once you give him that C, he kind of runs away with it. I want to know what you thought about that.
That's interesting because, I've also seen a lot of Jackets fans who just feel like it's going to be Zach Werenski. And I don't no offense to either of those guys. Like Zach, obviously, I think would be a fine leader too. He's been an alternate captain, right?
Yeah.
It's not like this would be unprecedented. He is obviously the best player on the team and has that capability to lead by example. But I kind of want my best player on the team to just be the best player on the team and not worry about anything else. I'd rather have the captain always 9 times out of 10 be a guy who it's like, yeah, he can come in and focus on some of the other stuff, the nuts and bolts of the team. Let Zach still be a leader, all that stuff, but let him just go off and be the best player he can be. As for Adam Fantilli, I just feel like that's way too early to even be thinking like that with him.
If I had to handicap it, and I don't know anything more than the next person, I would say Zach is probably the favorite. Yeah. But I would say it's probably Fantilli after that.
I think you need someone on this roster with so many young, talented players. Like, you need someone who's been there, done that they can all look to. And I honestly think there's got to be something. I mean, you played in these locker rooms, Tyvis. I didn't. But if you know there's one guy on the roster who's like, he's been in the playoffs his entire career, and then he has something to say, doesn't that carry a little more weight than the guy who's like, hey, I don't know, guys, I was thinking we could try this or that. This is what I've heard. Like, who's never been there, never done that.
You wanted somebody who's got that experience, that's been there and had done it, so.
Who's won a Stanley Cup or two. Like, that kind of experience, I think, matters quite a bit.
It would.
That's my outside looking in take on it. I'm not going to be mad if they give it to someone else. If I had to pick who I would want, it'd probably be Charlie Coyle. And obviously I'm biased. He comes on our show. I do like him. Seems like a nice guy to talk to. But I think he's a solid player. I think it's the right type of guy to have in the leadership role there. But we'll find out. That's going to play out throughout the offseason. One more time to talk about it. Coming up next, we'll hit the buzzer. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we are still tracking 2 issues. 71 northbound near Broad Street, watching crews clear that out right now. And then over on the west side, still watching crews clear out a small crash on 70 westbound, passing that 70-70 split. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Joseph Senta and Dr. Barry Zeta at Ohio Vein and Vascular are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. They can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. 3 locations to serve you at Polaris, Reynoldsburg, and now open downtown. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit ramosroofingohio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Hey, Central Ohio, Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and we buy houses for cash. If you've got a house you need to sell, this is your season. Inherited, behind on payments, just over it? Whatever brought you here, we can help. We buy as is, we cover all closing costs, and there are 0 commissions, period. Just a fair cash offer, and you choose your closing date. People are making moves right now, and we make it simple to be one of them. One call is all it takes. We'll get you a fair cash offer, fast, no pressure, no obligation. Hundreds of your neighbors have already sold the easy way, and we've got 5-star reviews and BBB A+ rating to back it up. Take what you want, leave what you don't. We're based right here in Columbus, and we're ready when you are. Call us at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355 or visit selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, family owned. Call 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Right now, get 0% financing for up to 60 months on new 2026 Tucson SE. 0%, plus make no payments for 90 days. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, not all will qualify. N61.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvis, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Remember the time producer Dylan said that Alabama should be in the playoffs and that Tyvis started yelling at him? Those were good times. And remember later that day when Tyvis punched him in the face? Classic stuff. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program.
He's trying to do it again.
Who?
You
Why?
punch me in the face.
Oh, yeah. No, not punch, slap. Slap.
Oh, yeah, that was the
betting a
best.
slap. Which, by the way, joining the program, Eric Reeser, Bishop and Friends, which you could catch next.
You sure can.
Do you think Ben Roethlisberger is a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Not first ballot.
See?
Okay. He'll get in.
I'm surprised. I think he's. That seems like.
How can you think that?
What do you mean? How can I think that?
Eli Manning is in the first ballot Hall of Fame.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
His career
at
is
all.
better than Eli's.
Yeah. Roethlisberger's career is better. I don't think Ben will get in on the first ballot.
Thank you.
Okay.
But he'll get
that
in.
means that I will be slapping Dylan.
Well, we were. This came up earlier in the show.
You agreed to that?
Yeah, I did. T-Bone kind of would have let us, but
well, no, T-Bone was like,
this is gonna have to be off the books.
You're gonna get to slap Tyvis.
That's what I thought, but I did say, why would you agree to this just in case it doesn't happen? Because
I'm going Mike Epps on how high. I'm putting the baby powder on my hand and everything.
I can't watch those slap fight things, by the way. Whatever the UFC, I can't.
They're live streaming CTE.
Yeah, I don't get. Well, they've got that, and now I don't even think it's not UFC sanctioned. But what's the one where you've sent me these, Tyvis, where they like run into each other?
Did you see
from
that?
like 10 yards away, and they just.
Bone. That's the wall of death.
No, it is.
It is. They're just doing it in different environments.
Yes, but like they get two guys who are both like 280 and all shoulders and say, now you two run into each other head on.
Did I send you the video of the one where it was like he stood there? He didn't even run.
Yes, he stood there and waited for the guy to run at him. And dropped him.
Oh, my goodness.
But like half the videos that you send me, the guy who ends up on the ground ends up immediately with his hands like at 90 degrees with the concussion like protocol. And you're like, we're just watching people get CTE live on. I don't understand it. But
Reeser, who do you have winning the Browns quarterback battle?
Deshaun Watson.
Okay, so you've seen the videos of yesterday's practice?
Oh, no, I'm not watching camp videos. I'm not watching OTA videos. I have no interest in this.
You have
I saw enough from Shador and Dylan Gabriel last season to kind of get where it's going.
Okay.
Because for Monken, you've got to win now. I don't think he's going to spend a ton of time trying to mold one of these two quarterbacks. I think Watson's going to prove ready enough to say, all right, we'll go this season with that.
What if they go through OTAs? Because I believe he wants to have his guy named by the start of training camp. What if they go through OTAs and Deshaun is just a little bit better? Just a little bit.
Then you'll start Deshaun.
You'll start Deshaun?
Yeah.
Okay. I was curious.
Even if they're neck and neck, I still think you start Deshaun.
Okay.
See, I know what you're saying about the coaches.
I hate it.
And all
It's
that,
wild.
But to me, it's like you need to find out. I think we know what Deshaun Watson is, good, bad, or indifferent. Like, he can show you flashes. He can fool you into thinking he's good for a few weeks, but he's going to either be ouchy bad or both. And I don't think you've got a long-term window with him. But
I don't think you have a window with either Gabriel or Shador as your franchise.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't think you do either, but I'd like to find out for sure. And if you find out with Shador, let him start all the games, and he ends up being terrible, then congratulations. You have a top 5 pick in one of the most quarterback-rich drafts in the history of the NFL, according to all the experts. Or you go with Deshaun Watson, who maybe is a little better, and you win 7 games, and you're further away from finding your quarterback answer.
I don't agree with this. I know Tyvis has brought it up. I've heard some people in the national media bring it up, but I think the thinking over there is, what if Deshaun Watson could look like he did 5-6 years ago?
Of course
then
it
what?
is. It's all of them saying we spent all this money. Wouldn't it be nice if we actually got some return on it? That's literally the only thought over there.
Deshaun Watson looks like he was supposed to look when you first made the pick, the trade for him. He will be playing for somebody else for some money.
Yes, and if I look like I did in high school, I would wear a size 38 waist. Like, what are we talking about? That's not happening. It's not coming back.
Listen, I keep telling everybody, Deshaun Watson is a desperate person. If he doesn't become the starter, he will never play in the NFL ever again. So you're going to get the best version of Deshaun Watson for the rest of this year. Because he has to. He has to perform really well to play in the NFL past this season. And if he does play really well, I don't think he wants to be in Cleveland. I don't think he ever wanted to be in Cleveland. I think the money and the guarantee was the reason why. He literally told them no. So all they did was guarantee the money. And he said, oh, yeah, for sure. So I think with that being said, a organization where fans booed him or cheered that he got hurt, I don't think he ever wants to be here again. I think he wants to use this year to propel himself to get a chance with somebody else. That's my personal
So why would the Browns let him do that?
Because Todd Monken's trying to win.
But you hired Todd Monken.
You're trying to get a winning organization, a winning culture.
A winning culture with a guy who's then going to leave.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
I don't think the culture is so much the thing. I think you just can't lose. You can't win 5 games in your first season. And so I think he's picking the quarterback he thinks gives him the best shot. It's damn everything else. It's winning football games. And from my perspective, I don't think Shador or Gabriel are good enough. And I think Watson's just good enough to let Monken say he'll be the guy.
Well, and trust me, I don't think Todd Monken. I
don't think they're thinking in 2027 at all.
I don't think Todd Monken should have to. Todd Monken should do whatever he thinks helps him win games.
Agree.
Yes. It should be a decision above him to say, hey, we're going to tell you have 3 years. Whether we broadcast that or not, you have 3 years. This year, you cannot play this guy as your starting quarterback. Whoever that guy is, whatever they don't want, have that be the organization for once. And then go on from there. But
I would just hope that the Browns.
It just seems like a mess.
Well, it's the Cleveland Browns, friend. And all Cleveland Browns football all season long, you can hear right here on the Fan. You'll hear from Munkin in the 11 o'clock hour of the program. Joe Burrow spoke for like half an hour yesterday. You'll also hear from Aaron Rodgers. We'll play a little Real Truth on a Thursday because he's saying it's the last year, but is it? Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Paul Feinbaum's going to join at 10:30. Baton Rouge has been busy this week. I don't know if you saw the news at Orgeron going back to LSU.
What time you want me going? What door you want me out of? He done kicked the door back open.
Lane Kiffin had some really interesting comments. He's really trying to walk back what he said about Ole Miss, and that's always fun to just laugh at the SEC. So we'll do a little bit of that as well. We've got a bunch of emails. Despite us not telling you where to send emails, our listeners do a great job in sending us emails. We'll open the mailbag at 10 o'clock. And then the West has been pretty wild. And it's been a lot of fun. Both the hockey and the hoops delivered last night. So Bishop and Friends 9 to noon will deliver as well.
There you go.
Tell them about it, JoJo.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
I mean, it's just good for college football when he's just around as a character.
Have him on a
recruit the
microphone.
hell out of that state.
Yes, he will. And also, if you are a woman in your late 30s to early 40s, Ed Orgeron will be recruiting you as well.
Let him in.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
So this is via Front Office Sports. Margaret Fleming had this report. You know that the Dallas Cowboys, they are hosting at the Jerry World. They're going to be hosting World Cup games there. Coming up in the next few weeks, World Cup will be starting. Well, they put in new grass, real grass, just for the FIFA World Cup. They'll take that right back out as soon as the soccer players leave and put all the players back on field turf. But another issue that has come up is Jerry Jones's little issue with the sun at the AT&T Stadium. Because CeeDee Lamb, you might remember, talked about how the sun comes in, gets in their eyes, and Jerry had the quote where he said, "We know where the sun is when we flip the coin, so we do know where the damn sun's going to be in our own stadium. Let's just tear the damn stadium down and build another one. Are you kidding me?" He's all mad about that. Well, apparently, according to Front Office Sports, he will put up some kind of blackout curtains because FIFA has asked him to, because they don't want the sun getting in the players' eyes for the World Cup. So again, he won't do it for his own NFL team, but FIFA. By the way, do you know what else is crazy about the World Cup? This is the level of power they have. That stadium is called AT&T Stadium, except when you watch World Cup games, they will not call it that. They will call it Dallas Stadium. Do you know why?
They got a plan with Verizon.
AT&T doesn't sponsor the World Cup. They haven't paid for the sponsorship. FIFA doesn't call it that. I've never seen an organization that gets away with so much as FIFA does.
Are you at all excited for the World Cup? Because it's in, 22 days?
Yeah. I mean, I'm starting to get there a little bit. Like last night, Max Arfson scored for the Crew, our guy. Could be going to the World Cup. U.S. national team gets selected next Tuesday, I believe, is when the announcement comes out. I'm rooting for him to go. I'm rooting for guys like that. But I'll watch the World Cup. I am a little bummed by how expensive the tickets are and just all that stuff. That part bums me out. But you know what? I'll just stay home and enjoy it from the comfort of my couch. That is it for us today. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Thursday. Nothing too major right now. We are watching crews clear out a crash at the intersection of Schrock Road and Doubletree Avenue. This is up on the north side of town as you push into Westerville. Everything else, though, moving along just fine. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald.